the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaw.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network once again, live here on Sunday night. It's the Blazing Pedals TRJKarting.com KNN series. Joining me live here in the booth, I got my good friend Rick Hammond Jr. Rick, how are you, brother?
Hey, buddy, it is Sunday, and here we are. We're at Richmond, man. I'm excited.
I am too, getting ready to go around this 3/4 mile trek. Also joining us in the booth, well, it's none other than Terry, the COVID foot Foster. Terry, how's it going?
Chris, Rick, man, how you guys say? I'm excited. 240 laps around Richmond. You know, last week you seen the lady in black take out a couple cars, getting that Dartington stripe. I'm gonna call it the Richmond Rub tonight, boys.
At 3/4 mile, about 139 miles an hour has been the top speed at the end of the straightaways here tonight. 240 laps, as Terry said. We've got stage racing going on. Lap number 48. At the end of 48, the caution flag will come out for its first scheduled caution flag. And then again at the end of lap 117. And then it's a shootout to lap 240. Again, this is just a half-mile trek. Very, very short. And it's a little bit flat here, guys. And that means coming out of the corners can be very difficult.
Yeah, I definitely can. I mean, that's Richmond's one of those tracks, Chris. I mean, you know me, I'm not a big short track person, but I do like Richmond. It takes me a little while to get into my groove. It's not like Bristol or anything like that, but you know, the banking coming into the flat, it gets me every time. And all I know is I'm watching guys coming off pit road right now, and I see a big banner right at the end of pit road that says "Eat Virginia peanuts," and I want peanuts, man.
Yeah, Rick, I done some practicing earlier today out here on this track with the setup. Damn good setup. Mark done again for us. If you come off the turn, too much gas, you will put her down the middle or even possibly up into that wall.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
That's the big thing here, guys, is getting onto the gas a little too soon, and around the rear end will go. The bite on the front, very, very good. Around the backside, too much power, easy to get rid of.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chris. I mean, that's something that these guys, and you know, we've been watching during practice. We've been seeing guys, you know, spin out, maybe getting into each other. Of course, they're trying to figure out their lines, figure out what to do. Now, I'm just looking at it. That air temperature is sitting at 77 degrees right now with a 57% humidity. It's kind of cloudy here, and it looks like we're going to be going under the lights tonight, which makes me excited. But what I'm interested in, that track temperature sitting at 82. I mean, all season long, we've had hot tracks, and 82 is not that bad. So we'll see how that's going to affect the race as the night goes on. And once we get under the lights, I expect to see that drop down a little bit, and that could throw some stuff in. But right now, those guys, you know, like you said, it's all about throttle control, getting back on that gas nice and easy, and not spinning out like we've been seeing here in practice.
Does that just about cover everything that you felt during your little practice run this morning?
Me?
Yeah, Terry.
Yes, it does. It does. I got to practice with Corey and Aaron, the TNA Motorsports guys. And man, I tell you what, you can get into the turns pretty good actually, but coming off, buddy, watch that gas pedal.
And you really gotta float it through, especially the center of the corner, and then really gently get back into the throttle. Wait until that car is pointing straight. That's when you get into it, but we'll see if some of these guys get a little impatient with their cars. Hey, how about this? Third fastest driver out there, Aaron Bach over, and his number 44. So Bach over, who didn't have the week he was looking for last week, maybe trying to have himself a really good finish here and keep his playoff contention alive. Terry, let's go ahead and get your walk down pit road here rolling, because well, I got a bill to pay, and that means I got to run another commercial. But let's go ahead and get this thing up and running.
Alrighty, well, a couple weeks ago, we announced this guy who left us. He is on track tonight, boys. Dakota Todd in that number 63. Let's grab him. Dakota Todd, you got me.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Buddy, you have no clue how thrilled it is to see you back out here on track. You kind of left abruptly. I mean, you and I have already talked about this. If you don't mind, please explain what happened. I mean, why you had to leave. I mean, it's all good, of course, but yeah, if you don't mind, explain that for us.
Yeah, man, not a problem. I had going back to school at nights during the week to get my weld certification. I got a opportunity to work on a bigger race team on the weekends, so I'll be doing a lot of traveling Friday and coming back on Sunday. So it kind of took my opportunity away from running here. We had off weekend with the rain out, so I decided I'd come run and see how I did.
Well, again, buddy, I am glad you're here. I'm actually looking at the numbers. I'm trying to find your name here, Dakota Todd. How'd you do last race here? Do you remember?
Me and Jamie had got caught up in some wreck, I believe, and we were battling for lucky dog a lap down. I think me and Jamie both finished like 12th and 13th.
You know what? You're exactly right. You are right. Okay, here it is. 14th, Jamie, you actually finished 15th. You got the pole there, and I believe you're looking at getting that pole again tonight. Is that your strategy?
Oh, that'd be nice. That would surely be nice.
Okay, bud. Well, hey, thanks for coming back and playing with us for a little bit, and I hope to see you out here a couple more times yet this season. And I know you had a conversation with Mark about the points, and I think he's going to take care of that. So good luck tonight, buddy, and maybe we'll talk to you at the end of this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, that was Dakota Todd, and so far here during practice, he is proving out one thing. If you ain't first, you're last, Rick.
You're absolutely right, Chris. And right now, Dakota Todd right on top of the speed charts here during practice with an outstanding lap of a 21.51. Derek Paulson in the 6 machine. He's running in second right now with a 21.62. So quite a difference there. I mean, a second, or not a second, but you know what I mean. Trying to eat too, but yeah. So you know, things are going well, and it's good to have. I mean, some big stories. I mean, Dakota Todd back here. We know that he left because he had, obviously, we just heard school and some real life racing and stuff, and but he's back, and it sounds like for the rest of the season, so that's cool. But there's another piece of news that's going on out there too that I've heard.
Yeah, I hope this is the one you're talking about. The 19, Tanner Marr. He's a new driver, just started with us this week, and we'll see what he's all about. Right now, he's showing down there. Where's he showing at? What?
18th position. Yep.
Okay. So we'll see what he. I mean, again, we've talked about this before with new guys coming in. They just want to ride around, feel out the guys, you know, see how far they can push us. So. I think Tanner's going to be a good add-on here to the Blazing Pedals League.
But, you know, his paint, it looks really nice too, and obviously something that is pretty cool because it's part of what Tim deals with there at TRJ Karting, as you see the 19 starting to go around the 16. But autism speaks on the side of that car, man. I like that. Obviously, you know, race for a cause, man. That's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And guys, we're going to step away for just one moment, about 30 seconds actually, as we got bills to pay. We'll be right back. Back live, getting ready to go here, live from Richmond, and a flat track, 7/10 of a mile. Excuse me, yeah, it's 3/4 of a mile, really. Flattish track. It does have some banking, but guys, there is no draft here, and you can knock the fenders off and still be competitive tonight.
Not only knock the fenders off, but you can actually, you know, thin that car out a little bit, maybe get through the air a little better.
Oh yeah. Just don't do what I had to deal with this weekend and have to rebuild the entire car.
Well, you know, there is one driver out there, guys, who is kind of dealing with that. Tim Habiak checking in on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube chat. I want to first give a big shout out to Brandon Keene for helping out Ian. Ian's wheel died, and so Ian on a new setup, Chris. So guys, that could be huge.
Yeah,
very well could be, because, you know, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, Ian sent me a message here saying he wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to get on TeamSpeak because he was using a friend's computer. So good on, it looks like Brandon Keene for helping him out there to make sure that he could be here and continue contending for the championship.
And Tim, when you go get that new wheel for Ian, make sure you get him that new microphone too.
Yeah, if you're going to spend the money, you might as well go all the way, yeah.
Go big or go home, right?
The AccuForces are really nice wheels for, you know, just under $1,000, Tim, just saying.
I mean, he did win Daytona.
He did.
And, yeah, actually, as we're talking about that, I see Ian's connection drop a little bit here on TeamSpeak, so disconnect there. Hopefully not on track. I can't see that, guys, so maybe you can help me out with that. But so far, Ian has been out there running 15th quickest.
Yeah, his car is sitting in the pits. I'm looking right at it.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, checkered flag is out here on practice, and that means we're getting ready to qualify. It's 10 minutes of open qualifying, guys, and we got a bunch of them heading out on track already.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many guys actually qualify for this tonight. I have no clue about the TNA guys. I didn't ask them tonight. It'll be interesting. I'll say go watch them for a minute then. They both are on the track.
Yeah, they are actually following Aaron Bach over as He's on his out lap, getting ready to crank it up and get up to speed there in the Savage Edge number 44. Bringing back kind of an old paint scheme, but the new sponsor is Savage Edge.
You know, I got to talk with Aaron Backover, guys, since last week, and he was a little frustrated after what happened last week. And, you know, we talked about it, and I think he's doing the right thing now. Corey got him a beautiful paint job. It's new colors, kind of like you said, throwback to his Budweiser scheme, which I love, and new sponsors. So hopefully that brings him some good luck here tonight.
Oh boy, no good luck there as he turns it sideways and noses into the wall. Out front, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, so far the hot shoe of the night, and just like that, here comes Dakota Todd to say, oh no, you guys may have forgotten, but I know how to qualify. 21.85 out of the 63 machine of Dakota Todd to make that the quick time here that everybody's chasing. And so far, Jason Powell in the 18 is chasing it pretty strongly, guys. 21.91, just 6/100ths of a second behind Dakota Todd is Jason Powell.
You know, big thing about Jason Powell, just last week, we know he was not on track. He got himself a new VR, and he was playing around with that. And, guys, I think it might have made him better. Although he did win this race back in April.
I was going to say, didn't he? This is the race that he got locked into the chase in.
Yes,
and
it is.
But, you know, I think he did a smart thing, you know, instead of just jumping into a race, and I'm not, you know, shaming any drivers that do that, because some people, included, when I got my VR, man, I jumped right into something, you know, without even practicing and playing with. But Jason going in, and I saw that, you know, in the Discord chat that he was asking questions to try to get things set up, deals with what I deal with, wearing glasses. So, you know, but it's good to see that he took that time, got the practice in, got comfortable with the new technology out there, and I think he's going to enjoy it. And right now, like you said, I mean, he came out here to race tonight. He's still holding strong in the second position.
Well, good news, guys. I just happened to look over in chat. Jamie, we are missing you, but everybody says it. It's life before a game, and I think what you're doing tonight is right. So we miss you out here. Hope you enjoy the race. So we'll see you next week, hope, bud.
Yeah, amen. Life before anything. Good luck to you and your personal issues, Jamie. And yeah, we'll be thinking about you all night long here. Jason Powell still sitting in that second spot. Dakota Todd, 21.85. That was the best lap that he's been able to put down. Hasn't been able to touch it since. Jason Powell still stuck at the 21.91. But look at this gap here, guys. 21.92 separates Jason Powell from Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. They're running 2 and 3 so far here during qualifying.
Oh, just watch Jason. This track is going to be a monster for these guys. I just hate to see this.
No, it's a tough track. The only saving grace here really might be the fact that the sun is already starting to head down. That is going to help these guys out considerably with grip, as we know that very often when Mark creates a setup for these cars, he doesn't do it for the first part of the race. He'll do it for the part of the race that we're going to be under more consistently tonight. Of course, that means the lights will be on. The car will come in as the lights go down.
That's something that I love, because you're basically a modified fixed set league. So everybody has the same set. Mark makes these things. Of course, it's nice that you guys get to test them, you know, the weekend before. That's what I love about the setups, though, is because it might be squirrely as heck during the beginning of the race, but come mid-race, that thing dials in, man.
And I'll tell you another thing about Mark. I don't know if you heard it earlier, Rick, but Mark actually jumped in and said, okay, guys, this is how the setup should be ran. You brake here, you get into gas here. All you have to do is ask Mark, and he will tell you how to run this setup every week. You ask him, he'll tell you.
Taking a peek out at...
He's not hiding nothing, that's for sure.
No, he doesn't. Taking a peek out at the 8th place runner so far here. It's John Perkins with the thanks boss now on the rear spoiler. And I think that's pretty apropos. Thank you to his boss for letting him come on out and, well, do some stupid stuff with us here for a little while.
And I love that he put that on the spoiler, man. That is awesome. David, thank you once again for letting Perkins take on race number 2 of the round of 16.
And Perkins right now is sitting in 7th place, guys, in our points.
8th place here in the speed chart, though, is Perkins. It looks like he's coming off track. How about the 9, Nico Kie? Man, I do love that car. It is cool.
It is cool.
6th place so far here during the qualifying effort. These guys have run 11 laps, 12 laps now with Dakota Todd popping across the start-finish line. And we've still got about, well, just under 4 minutes here of this qualifying session.
So I was talking to a couple guys today about fuel runs. I got conflicting answers, so I cannot say definitely what these fuel runs are going to be today, guys.
I think, well, we're going to figure it out. It is a short track, so usually they're able to go a pretty good distance without having to pit. But I'm willing to bet there's going to be at least one pit stop here in the first stage, Terry. Ooh, Dakota Todd goes around.
I would imagine there would be. But see, one of the guys I talked to said you could almost go 60 laps. Another one said I talked to could only go 48 or 50, I believe it was. So again, I got conflicting answers. Maybe they just hiding something from me. I don't know.
Well, we know that the end of stage number 1 is going to finish at the basically lap 49 at the end of 48. So I have a feeling that, you know, you guys go out and they practice. The problem is if they don't have somebody that they're practicing with, they're just out there as a single car, you know, you kind of modify how you race during that time. And I think when you get other cars around, you never know. You might get stuck behind somebody that keeps you, you know, in a spot for a while. That's going to burn more fuel as you race, try to get around them and things like that. We know that the guy who's leading, he's punching the hole in the air, so his fuel is going to be trash. So I think we'll find out. I mean, it's going to go quick here at Richmond.
Well, it's already going quick here. 2 minutes left of this qualifying session, guys.
I'm sitting there looking at the times everybody's running, and I actually have the stats pulled up for the last race. These guys are running a lot faster this time than they did in the first race. So, yeah, I have Dakota Todd right now showed a 21.8, and his last time here, now what the heck did he go? It was a 22.0, and that was his fastest, so he's a little faster than what he'd done last race.
Now, last race, were we under the lights? Do you remember, Terry?
I do not remember. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got the time on that. If Mark in here, maybe he can tell us if he was or was not. It does not say if we was or wasn't.
I'm trying to remember that. I want to say that we weren't under the lights, but that could be wrong. And I mean, that, of course, that could change it too. And of course, the weather has changed also.
Sure.
You know, looking at that weather still right now, I mean, the track's actually cooled down 2 degrees since practice. You know, it's down to 80 degrees. That air temperature holding steady at 77. So that comes into play a little bit. And plus, with the different setups, you know, things might have changed a little bit, but these look perfect. I mean, the setup, the guys are having a little bit of a hard time, but like we just talked about a little bit earlier, is that, you know, Mark makes these things go throughout the race. So it might be a little squirrely and loose for some people. Some people don't like to drive a loose car. They might have some issues, and it tightens up throughout the night as it goes until it really settles into that sweet spot. And that's what I'm really looking forward to see how these cars, and we've had a couple of night races here with you guys at the Blazing Pedals CRJ Karting K&N Series. So I like it when it gets down to that position. And then you really start seeing the hardcore racing. So for the first few laps, you might just see guys kind of just fooling around and doing what they have to do. As you see the 6, I was just watching Paulson just went, and that's it of qualifying.
Yeah, I think we're going to see what would happen last week at Darlington. The guys laid off. They just took their time, took their pace around the track for a while, then finally figured out how to run the track. Then we seen some hellacious racing last week at Darlington.
And Darlington is a tough track, so it's going to be nice to be here. And then next week, of course, another short track, man. I'm looking forward to that one. It's Bristol, baby.
Mark Arthur thinks the fuel window is 60 laps. Thanks, Mark, for that. Anime gamer boy, fanboy, I will pass that on to your dad when I talk to him, bud.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to crank it up here and go to the green flag. Let's get Ethan to tell these guys what to do.
Driver stages.
All right, Ethan, it is time, in fact, to start these engines, guys, and we're going to grid them up. The TRJKarting.com Blazing Pedals here live at Richmond, and it is going to be a good one here. Dakota Todd going to have the pole in his number 63. Jason Powell in the 18 going to start to his outside. Inside, row number 2. How about Derek Paulson in his number 6? And the 10 car of Taylor the Butcher Benjamin going to be starting to his outside. Brian Dees picks up the 5th quickest time here tonight in his 17. Look out for Rick Thompson in his 76 on the outside of row number 3. Nick Okie going to start in the 7th position tonight in his number 9, with Blake Decker to his outside in his 92. Starting inside row number 5, we've got John Perkins in his Speed Mafia number 33. Corey Sherman in the 3 car going to start in 10th. That TNA Motorsports driver was able to sneak into the top 10. Aaron Bach over his teammate in the 44, going to start in 11th spot tonight, Rick, and in 12th, it's going to be the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. Well, Rick might not be around, so we're going to keep going. How about Ty Morosco going to start in 13th spot. Tanner Marr, his first time out here with the Blazing Pedals guys, going to start his 19 in 14th spot. Brad Collins in the 22 going to start in 15th spot. Joshua Rutherford, the 64, going to start in 16th position. In 17th, it's Corey Rutherford. Eric Garrison to his outside. Marquis Smith picking up a start here, starting in 19th spot. Ian Habiak in the 16 car, going to be to his outside. Then it's Fred Thompson and David Bennett.
Yeah, and I think David Bennett, I believe he ran last week either, did he?
No, I don't think he did.
Well, good to see him back on track. Brad Collins, I don't think he was here last week either. So good to see these guys back out.
Getting ready to go to the green flag for the first time here tonight. 240 laps is the scheduled race distance, Terry, and I know it's burning you up. I know you wanted to race tonight, but it's good to have you out here and chatting with us.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I did, man. I'd done my best to practice out here today. I couldn't endure the pain anymore. I just couldn't pay attention to the car, and I kept hitting a doggone wall, so I'm fine right here.
Couple of formation laps here to start this one off, and then we're going to go under the green flag. Pace car tonight, 927 horsepower Ford Mustang.
Should have had a Dodge or Charger out there.
I don't know why you'd want to.
The Mustang's doing as well as it can. It's 60 miles per hour. Holding all these Chevys back.
Dakota Todd takes the green flag for the first time tonight. A good start out of Dakota Todd. It's like he hasn't missed the last couple of weeks, guys, as he takes over the lead going into turn 1.
An outstanding. Yeah, it's almost like he didn't go away.
Again, Rick, like I said earlier, I think these guys just going to lay back for a little bit, just let the car settle in, dot their I's and cross their T's and all that stuff. Just have a good race tonight.
I'm back here watching 8th place, 7th and 8th place going on. Blake Decker, really this is where it starts going 2 by 2. Blake Decker working the outside of Nick Okie's number 9. We'll see how this is going to pan out. I mean, right now they're dead even. Here comes the 33 of John Perkins right behind them, and the 44 Aaron Bockover, and Ty Morosco in the 1 machine is starting to close that door. Then there's going to be a little bit of gap there to the 3 machine of Corey Sherman.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was just wishing that he could have done that during qualifying. Oh, Jason Powell just took that over and the lead. It's now the 22.07 was that last time. Man, these guys are cruising. But we have a new race leader, the 18 of Jason Powell. Oh, Dakota Todd. Not sure what happened there, but Derek Paulson working on the inside of the 63. And here comes Brian Dees keeping that beautiful paint job, the Mountain Dew baby.
I know you got that front looking up there, Rick, but I'm sitting there watching this stuff in the back. Marquis Smith, Blake Decker, Corey Rutherford. These guys are getting around this track real good. And we also got two wide back there about Eric Garrison, Ian Havey, and Josh Rutherford. These guys want to race tonight, man. They want to get up front, get them points here after a bit.
Yeah, right now, like you said, Eric Garrison working on the outside of the 41 gets clear of Dalton Kilrow, but here comes the Hurricane in the 16TRJkarting.com Toyota Camry. Now, we heard about it early in the broadcast. Ian's wheel had a little malfunction, so he's racing at a friend's house. He went from 3 screens, guys, to like a Ty Majeski, setup with just one screen, maybe even on a laptop. We don't even know. But right now, the Hurricane doing everything that he can to get by the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. Now here comes Eric Garrison working on the inside of the 92 of Blake Decker. Right now, Garrison, he kept his throwback. I gotta make sure Sam has his other one there, but I do love that paint scheme. But Garrison also working his way up.
So Rick, we just talked about Ian. So if he does good here, you think that'll get him the nice big old rig, that the time to adjust the television screen and all that good stuff?
Well, maybe not the Ty Majeski, but I think Ian. Number one, he already deserves a direct drive wheel. I think, Tim. So AccuForce, I would definitely look into that, and maybe a nice 49-inch curved monitor. We'll figure something out for Ian.
Derek Paulson, your race leader now, guys, as a couple of drivers were able to get around Jason Powell in the 18. Paulson D's now your top 2. Then it's Powell, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Dakota Todd working backwards from the start of this race. The 63 just got passed by Rick Thompson. So the 63 continues to march the wrong direction here. And maybe a little bit of rust showing up here, guys, from not having been out there for the last few weeks.
I wouldn't say rust, because Dakota Todd, he's Mr. Qualified, Mr. Pole winner. He's always up towards the front, then he starts working his way back through as the race goes on, but then he'll pour it on. So going to be interesting to see. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on the 63 to see what happens with him. But man, Rick Thompson pulling into the top 5. I want to see something good from the 76 camp, because they've been close so many times, and I definitely think he's due.
I'm looking at last Richmond race. Derek Paulson actually led 35 laps of this race. Finished in second place with Jason Powell, who led 39 laps of it.
It's never too early to be saving equipment. That could be something that Todd is doing too.
I'm watching a 44 of Aaron Bach over there in 8th place. He's just cruising around. He started 11th. He actually done pretty good here too, with a 11th place finish. I can't remember where he started there, but him and Corey both were up there in the top 10, I believe, after that race.
I'm glad to see that he is back out here. I know last week, very frustrating for the 44 team, and we got him settled down. He's back in there. The new paint scheme, it's working for him. He's doing a fabulous job, and I'm actually showing him up here in 7th position, up 4 positions from the start. And man, Brian Dees just took the lead. He's up 4 positions from the start of this thing. Brian Dees gets around the 6th of Derek Paulson, and here comes, Paulson came down just in time, but Powell, he's definitely not letting go of the back bumper of the 6 machine. But Brian Dees, baby, he is out there to race tonight.
Maybe he wants you to talk to him again tonight, buddy.
He had a really good finish last week, and now he's trying to capitalize. I know it's early, we're only on lap number 16 of 240, so a lot of racing to go. We have stages, but right now, these guys doing a heck of a job, as we see the Butcher getting around the inside of Jason Powell in the 18th. So the Butcher takes over 3rd position. Powell falls down to 4th. with Rick Thompson right on his heels. Rick Thompson, oh, they're battling it out now, though.
Yeah, I went back and looked at the ninth spot there. John Perkins in his 33, kind of looking at his numbers from last race too. He actually finished 13th in this race last time, and he's on the lead lap, guys. So actually, he was last on the lead lap in 13th place. So I see a lot out of him tonight.
But kind of a Cinderella story too, and how Perkins was able to get, where he was, get above that cut line there to start the round of 16. And last week he had a really good race, and now he needs to capitalize on it. I mean, we still have the round of 12, 8, 4. It's going to be interesting. But 33 machine looking mighty good, and he's taking his spot. I think that helps him.
Yeah, Tim, I'm not in Vermont. You know I'm in Ohio. I can't hear it, so you might want to make it just a little bit louder.
We're in Vermont, buddy. We hear that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's your Tahoe or the neighbor's Civic. I can't tell the difference.
The neighbor's Civic. That's funny. 15th place. I'm sitting there watching Corey Rutherford. He's all by himself, guys, in that 55 car, just sitting there cruising.
I guess I couldn't find Nemo. He's back to the Tony the Tagger.
And a surprise, I didn't realize this, that Dalton started in the back like that. But he's working his way up front, trying to run down Corey Rutherford at the moment.
Yeah, Dalton Kiro down in 16th position right now. Lost 4 spots and some green flag dropped. So, I mean, this is something that we're used to seeing out of Dalton, though. He's going to hang back. He's going to save his equipment, keep that car nice and clean until it really matters, and we'll see him start charging up through the front. But what an outstanding job right now. The biggest mover so far, guys, going up is the 21 Marquis Smith. He's sitting in 11th position right now, trying to get to the back bumper of the 3 machine as the 3 starts making a little bit of move, looking and peeking on the inside of the 1 to Ty Morosco. But Corey Sherman, he's not hanging back just out of spite. He's going to go. I mean, that 3 machine, he's ready to go, but Marquis might go right with him.
Corey says he has that turn 3 Savage Edge motor in there, so he's going to prove it tonight.
I would be excited to see that.
It's funny though, because I normally would see the black deck lid full of turn 3. I don't see that on the car, but it's possible. I mean, we do have quite a few of those turn 3 motors out there, Rick, and he may have grabbed one. Speaking of grabbing one here tonight, how about Brian Dees? He changed that paint job last week for a throwback race, and he did really, really well. I kind of jokingly said to him, you should probably hold on to it, and look at that. The Mountain Dew crew up front in the 17 with Brian Dees behind him. It's Derek Paulson and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Rick Thompson has made his way up to 4th spot. Dakota Todd has slipped back to 5th. Jason Powell has slipped back to 6th spot. So your top 2 drivers at the beginning have slipped back to 5th and 6th respectively. Aaron Bockover up 4 positions now to 7th position. John Perkins rides around in the 8th, but here comes Ty Morosco with the advantage to the inside. Ty Morosco going to take it away.
I know, speaking about Brian Dees and the new paint that he used for the throwback Mountain Dew. Now, if you think back to last season, guys, who had the Mountain Dew sponsorship? Well, that was the 88 Dew crew of Jamie Walker, and then, of course, he got signed on by TRJKarting.com, so that sponsorship opened up, and it definitely looks like it's working out there for Dees right now.
Maybe that's something I ought to think about for next season. Throw the Mountain Dew on my car somewhere.
I can do that. I mean, I do have sponsorship with Walmart, so we can use, I think it's called Mountain Mist, but we'll figure something out for you.
Hey, I guess maybe it just says Mountain. I don't care. I tell you what, these guys are doing an impressive job. Nobody's, as far as I've seen, I don't know about you guys, nobody's touched a wall. Nobody's hit each other. Everybody's keeping on track. It's looking good. And here, about 32 laps, 31 laps, we should start looking at fuel runs.
I know, you're absolutely right, because during practice we saw a lot of these guys flipping and sliding around, meeting the inside and outside walls, but the race so far has been very clean for 30 laps here. So, in practice, guys will test their car to see what they can get out of it, so they can run it at the edge, right on the edge, during the race, and I think that's what a lot of these drivers have, because like you said, it has been a very, very clean race so far since that green flag has dropped.
And Rick, you've done enough racing where you've sat back in the back and says, man, I'm just going to let this play out. Maybe sneak up there and get me a podium or even the win.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, I got to watch it this past Tuesday. I think you guys done a hell of a job with that car. I don't know how the hell you run it, but done a good job.
Yeah. You know, it's tough, and that's kind of a strategy that a lot of these drivers have. I mean, look at Dalton Kilrow, guys. You know, he goes out there, he doesn't really try to qualify up towards the front. He hangs back, saves his equipment, and then he makes the moves. And we've seen it all season long that Kilrow makes those moves at the right time, so he's always up towards the front during the finish. And that's, you know, that's the key.
You know, you just said something about dropping. I'm just sitting there looking at Blake Decker. He started 8th. Now he's back in 17th.
Decker's been having a little bit of trouble here tonight, doing everything he can. Right now he's chasing down Dalton Kilrow. Dalton Kilrow sitting in 16th position, down 4 spots. And again, just saving his stuff. Maybe that's something that Decker's trying to work on, you know. Get back there, kind of chill, save the equipment, and use it there at the end of the race.
So I'm sitting there watching the leaders just go around to 46. Fred Thompson going a lap down early in the race. Again, we've talked about him every race. Won a class act right there in that 46 car. Fred Thompson just letting the guys go, not causing a scene. He wants this clean race just as much as everybody else does.
You know, most guys, you know, in Fred's position where, you know, I mean, every week we see him, this is what he does. And it's great that he's out there. It really is, because he's gaining experience, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know, some guys go, I'm always the back runner. I mean, that was my problem last week there before Aaron Bockover and I talked. I was like, dude, I'm always in the back. I really don't want to do it. Chris helped me out too. He's like, you guys, you just got to get out there, get the seat time, and race. And competitiveness will come to you from there. So I'm very, very proud of Fred Thompson for, you know, showing up week after week, doing what he does. And really, he's learning how to control the car. I mean, next season, as long as you guys stay in the K&Ns, you know, he's going to feel a lot more comfortable, and he's going to go to town on it, I think.
Oh, most definitely. And, you know, we've talked to Fred and his son, Rick Rutherford, earlier this season. Rutherford Thompson, I mean, I'm sorry. Earlier this season, and they both live in different states, and this is one way they get to enjoy each other's time is out here in Blazing Pedals Racing League every Sunday.
And, you know, that's the really cool thing about the whole story, too, is, you know, Fred's out here to support his son, have fun. He's having fun. And that's all that matters. I mean, the family is just so ingrained into the racing, and that's what's just outstanding with it. You know, father and son, they go out there, they can beat and bang if they want. They're doing something together. They have that same, you know, common thing that the goal is just to have fun, be with your family, spend time with each other, even if you live in different states. I mean, that's one of the great things about online gaming and sim racing, is that you get to do that.
You know, Rick, looking back up front here, Brian D's still holding that lead under Derek Paulson, Dakota Todd. Buddy, I think we could probably put a blanket on these guys, and they wouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, definitely. The top 3 cars. So Brian D's still running in that #1 position. The 6th, Derek Paulson in 2nd. Dakota Todd worked his way back up into 3rd. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin 4th. Running at that top 5, Rick Thompson. He's got Powell right behind him, looking everywhere, trying to get around Thompson.
And Rick, right now, Brian Dees is our number 4th. He's in 4th place right now in our points. I'm looking at the last race we were here, and Brian did not race that race.
I don't know why, because he is out here putting on a clinic here tonight. Now, guys, we are on lap 41 at 240, and we know that at the end of lap number, what was it, 48?
48,
so,
yeah.
Well,
we're looking towards the stage here.
Well, Mark sent a thing in chat. He thinks the fuel window is 60 laps, so I would go with him because this is his setup.
Yeah, but he might put that out there too, just to see what these guys do. But you know, there's
Very
so
well
many,
could be.
there's so many different programs. I mean, I think, you know, somebody was using just the iRacing spotter to find out if, you know, it's time. You know, but there's Crew Chief, there's Sim Racing app, there's so many different apps that guys can use to really figure out fuel calculations. I think that if it was going to come down to not having enough fuel.
Looking underneath Brian D's here.
Yes, I've been watching that.
Whoa. I didn't mean to
No, it's okay.
jump on you there, but I thought he was going to take him right there.
Thinking about it.
He sure is. And you know what Derek's thinking, right? You guys go right ahead and race. I'll just watch for a little bit.
Exactly.
Dakota Todd takes the inside guys of, got a little bit loose, and that is going to cost him a little bit of time. So Brian Dees continues to march on, but on that outside, he is going to have a hard time holding off Dakota Todd. Todd now looking to try and get around at the line. Dakota Todd had it at the line. Dees comes right back, and now through turns 1 and 2, Dakota Todd looks to have taken back over the race lead, guys. First time really since about lap 3.
Saving a little bit of equipment, I think, for the end of the race, or the end of the stage. I think that, Dakota Todd, that car is fast. We've seen it in practice. We've seen it at qualifying. Now we're seeing it during the race. I mean, the 17 Brian D is also another fast car, but right now, the last lap of Dakota Todd, a 22.96. The last lap of Brian D's, the 23.15.
You can tell Ian Habiak is not comfortable out there, guys. He has been on a roll as of late, and right now he is the first car 1 lap down as Dakota Todd goes around him. Also goes around Joshua Rutherford, so being the first car a lap down didn't last very long for Ian Habiak, as Dakota Todd has really found some speed here as these tires are worn in, and we are getting ready to be done with the end of stage number 1. One more time around this 3/4 miles of track. The 63 heads into turns 1 and 2. He's following the 13 of David Bennett. Is he going to press the issue? He does. He drops down low. We're going to see if he takes him into 3 and 4. He does. Dakota Todd puts another one a lap down. Dakota Todd on the front stretch. Caution should come out for the end of stage 1.
And Rick, I thought he was going somewhere else with what you said about it a little bit ago, and I thought he was going with the fuel. I forgot about the stage, buddy.
That's okay.
Dakota Todd, it's his first time back in what, guys, 3 weeks? And it's like he's never been gone. Dakota Todd is your stage 1 race winner here tonight from Richmond Raceway. You're watching the Turn 3 Racing Network live here on YouTube and over on the Pride Outdoor Network. This is the Blazing Pedals TRJKarting.com K&N series, and we're in the middle of the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back, race fans, to bring you more action. But for now, we're going to step away, and we will be right back.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Back live here from Richmond Raceway. Pace car lights are off. Brian Dees, Rick Thompson, Aaron Bach over Marquis Smith, rounding out your top 2 rows. And Brian Dees was getting it done here on pit road, guys. The 17 ready to fire this one back up as the pace car drops off. Brian Dees quick to the gas pedal. Here we go, back under green.
Yeah, Rick Thompson caught a little sleeping just a little bit there in the 76. Brian Dees got a really, really good restart there, guys. And look at this, the 21 of Marquis Smith starting to work his way up. Marquis Smith up 16 spots so far from the beginning of this race. Sit in 3rd.
I remember all these guys, most of them just come in and took fuel only, no tires. So they're running 55-lap old tires, guys. We want to see what this thing will do.
The first driver to have taken tires, we were talking about that during commercial, is Dakota Todd, who restarted back in 5th. Already up to 3rd spot, and we've got Derek Paulson working the inside of Marquis Smith. So Paulson going around, and it looks like Marquis Smith may have a challenge here from Dakota Todd, as well as the 10 machine down low looking for a position.
I'm gonna have to get this app up here to see who done what, because I didn't think any of them took tires. My bad, guys.
Yeah, that's okay, bud. If you want to spend about $400, we can get you the app that we're using, and
that's all right.
It's only good for a year, so you have to renew it every year.
I think I'll just do what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, the guys in the top 5 that have taken tires there, just so you know, is the guy who's sitting in 2nd right now, the 63 Dakota Todd, and then you have Derek Paulson right behind him, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, and that's pretty much it there. Then you have to go all the way back to 8th place. That's the 18 of Jason Powell, also taking some tires, along with Ty Morosco, who just took over 8th position from Powell there in the 1 machine.
Yeah, because our next stage until the end of 117 starts 118. It's a long ways away, guys.
It is a long ways away, and then of course once 117 happens or 118 happens, guys are gonna go in and grab their tires. Now the interesting thing is,
you all right?
Yeah, I
fall out of your chair?
Yeah, I did. No, their caution came out, and I got all excited.
Yeah, yellow flag is out. Not sure
I'm not
why.
seeing why.
Let's go back.
The cars, and I'm trying to see something here. I'm not seeing nothing.
Oh, it looked 22 of Brad Collins.
Brad Collins
In
will go back.
17th position, yep.
Oh, gets a little help. It looks like we got to back up just a little. Oh, he gets into David Bennett in the 13. Garrison was able to stay out of the whole thing, though. Boy, that was a very, very quick flag from our flagman here tonight, as everybody was kind of able to hold on and keep it going straight. But yeah, looks like maybe the 9 car may have helped him out just a little bit, guys.
Now I know I'm not
We're
up
gonna
there.
back up.
I'm not up there with Mark and Sam. What I'm looking at, the 9 never touched him. But I'll let Mark and Sam make that call. Might be a little net code going on here, guys.
Well, gonna have to go on the chopper. We're gonna back her up because I want to see it how you're seeing it.
I am actually using an actual chase
Yep.
view.
Okay. No, you're right. There's no contact, but that's not to say there wouldn't have been. And then
Sure.
it becomes a really tough one because the 22 was kind of hogging up 2 lanes. The 9 really had no place to go. Oh, Lord. Those poor guys up there in the admin booth having to figure it all out all over again. And I'm sure Rick's going to come back here in just a moment to kind of let us know what's going on.
Sam just came over race control. It is going to be on the 9 getting into the back end of the 22 sending around, so the 9 getting the EOL.
And 22's come back out on track after getting a little bit of service done on that thing. Not too bad for what just happened. Car looks actually pretty good. So that driver's side got a little scratch on the tour that says 22. So I think Brad Collins will be okay.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to come out of this one okay. It's kind of a shame. That's our first caution here of the night, and it may not have had to have happened, but it did.
Driver of the number 9, Nick, he is right now 9th, 8, 9. Yeah, he is 9th in our points standing. So I'm hoping this doesn't hurt him too much for tonight.
Well, the nice thing right now, it's early. It's very, very early on in this race. There's a lot of time to gather back up and get back up through the field, but you have to get back up through the field.
Definitely. And guys, look who's sitting behind the Taylor, Brooks, or Benjamin. Then at 55 car, Corey Rutherford sitting 3rd.
Yeah, the 55 sitting in 3rd spot. Dakota Todd, right now, looks like he might be in 5th spot once these guys kind of straighten it out a little bit. Let's go through your top 5. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, your race leader. The 17 of Brian D is going to join him on the outside. Then it's Corey Rutherford. And after that, it starts getting a little, I don't know. Okay, so Dakota Todd picks up the 4th spot. Rick Thompson. Nope. It's going to be the 6 of Derek Paulson, and then Rick Thompson to his outside. So that's your top 6 as the pace car lights are off, getting ready to go. That 1,222 horsepower Ford Mustang leading the way.
1,000 horsepower now? It was 800. What is this Matchbox or what?
But every time these guys have a long green flag, Ford is down there wrenching away on that Mustang, just making it even better. Pace car drops down, and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin wasting no time. He drops the foot on the hammer. Whoa, Corey Rutherford with a huge head of steam heading into turns 1 and 2. Takes 3rd spot away. Dakota Todd was going for it, but not able to hold on. Rutherford driving like an animal right now, trying to hold on to that 3rd spot.
He's doing great.
Wow.
Also, I got something new from Race Control. Race Control is requesting that Kobe Foster puts on his glasses.
You're going to make me go back and clip that, ain't he?
Yes.
I'm watching 92 Blake Decker.
Three wide, guys.
3 wide right behind Ty Morosco in the middle. It's Rick Thompson, Ty Morosco, and Blake Decker on the inside. Thompson tries to close it up. Ty Morosco gonna have to back out. He does. Ooh, the 76 into the wall. That's gonna chuck. Oh boy. Woo! The sparks were flying. And the 21, really good job out of Marquis Smith to stay out of the backside of the 76 of Rick Thompson. Here we are working lap number 69. And the guy who's been on the move for most of this race, Marquis Smith, just saved his race car.
Yeah, Rick. Go ahead, buddy.
Also, Rick Thompson in that 76, he is sitting 6th right now in our points battle. What do you guys always say? What, bridesmaid, never the bride?
Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, your race leader. He's got about a second gap over the 17 of Brian Dees. Then it's Derek Paulson and Dakota Todd, your top four. Blake Decker rounding out the top four. He's going to make it fifth spot. Ty Morosco holding on to sixth. He's got 41 of Dalton Kilrow, who's, well, he's come out of the back, guys, and now he's inside the top 10, running in seventh spot. Rick Thompson, Corey Rutherford, Marquis Smith round out that top 10.
Instead of watching Ty Morosco in the sixth spot in the number one car, I don't think he liked Blake Decker passing him. He's right on his butt, just doing everything he can, maybe try to work on him again, get around him. And as you just mentioned, Chris, Dalton Kilroy, he's up in seventh now after falling back to 12th earlier. Or he started 12th, I'm sorry, but he fell back way back there earlier. He's back there in that seventh spot now, right behind one of Ty Morosco.
Two drivers, one lap down. It's Ian Habick, Fred Thompson. Ian trying to get back onto the lead lap, being scored in 21st spot right now. Not where the kid wants to be. The Hurricane not having the night he wants, and, well, Dad really needs to get him a new wheel. That's what it all comes down to.
And I'm telling you, those AccuForce wheels, man, I mean, that's the way to go.
Ty Morosco under pressure right now, guys. Blake Decker was trying to get around him on the outside. Very tough thing to do here at Richmond, but Decker was giving it a shot. He backs down, realizing that it's going to be too hard to do. Now, may have a run. Going to look to the inside, heading into the corner. It's the 92 taking a spot away.
Blake Decker, yeah, up 3 positions since green flag dropped here for the first time tonight. Decker doing everything he can now. It's kind of interesting because Kilrow, again, we talked about him. You know, Decker kind of doing the same thing we saw. He was hanging back there with Dalton. Of course, he hung out long enough, got a really good pit stop, gained some positions, and that's what's working out right now. The biggest mover of the race is sitting in 8th position. That's 21 Marquis Smith, up 11 positions so far. Doing what he has to do. He's trying to track down the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. But Marquis Smith having a good night so far, guys.
Yeah, I've got my eye on the number 9, Nick Kie in 17th spot. I was looking at the right side of this car, and I told you guys earlier in the broadcast that if you hit that wall, it could make that car a little thinner. He definitely did it on that driver or that passenger side.
Well, guys, up front, we've got a new 3rd place runner. It is, a new 4th place runner. It's going to be Blake Decker. Decker was able to get around Brian Dees just a little bit ago. Dees following very quickly here, guys. I think he has met the end of those tires because the 17 having a hard time keeping up. He's losing every single lap. He's losing time, and that's not a good situation to be in, especially since we have a long way to go before we meet the end of stage number 2.
He's getting really slow in the corners, guys. I've been looking at the dashboard, about 80 miles per hour going around the corner. So definitely the 17 has used up those tires. And this is something, I mean, we saw a bunch of drivers, you know, or a handful of drivers take tires. So they've been doing okay. But these other drivers that, you know, held on to not getting tires, it's really starting to show. And that's one of the, you know, things that's happening to Dees right now. Still inside the top 10, sitting in 7th position. But very, very slow in the corner.
Well, let's keep in mind that sometimes in order to go faster, you have to go slower. And some of these guys who have not taken tires, that just means they have an extra set in the bank, Terry.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee these guys are going to do that, too. I'm not going to say who I know does that stuff because every time I talk about people, they wreck. So I'm not doing that to these guys.
So it's one of your teammates, the 44 of Aaron Bonkover, and possibly the Shermanator.
Sometimes, maybe, yeah.
I bet you that, you know, I bet you that conversation came up there since last week. You're like, Terry, stop saying my name. Don't talk about me.
I did get a phone call, so.
Well, Derek Paulson running in 3rd. Dakota Todd relegated to 2nd spot because Taylor the Butcher Benjamin has kind of taken control of this race, guys. the Butcher in his 10 car has about a 0.6 of a second lead. Now Dakota Todd is slowly reeling him in, but it looks like corner entrance is where the Butcher is really strong. Exit, though, it belongs to Dakota Todd. Those slightly fresher tires still paying dividends for the 63.
Yeah, they really are, and I guess we could say that Taylor the Butcher Benjamin's really been flying through the field here tonight. Sorry, I had to.
You know, last week we got to look at Jamie's handling at Darlington, how he was sawing the wheel back and forth, turning more right than he was left almost. I'm sitting there watching Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in first place in that 10 car. Man, he's just so smooth on that steering wheel tonight.
Short track racing here at Richmond Raceway. 3/4 of a mile is the track distance. The Butcher is your race leader. He's being followed very closely now by Dakota Todd, guys, as a couple of tenths have dropped off from that distance back to Dakota Todd. Now 0.4 of a second. Just a few laps ago, it was 0.6. So definitely starting to slowly reel in the Butcher is Dakota Todd, as we're watching out of the front windshield. Because, you know, Terry said something, I wanted to watch myself, and the Butcher is doing a fantastic job out there. Very, very smooth, and you can listen to that throttle input, just how smooth he is coming out of the corners, and you have to do that.
Watching ninth place, the 18 Jason Powell just got around Rick Thompson in that 76. Last race, Richmond's winner right there, Jason Powell.
Jason Powell in the 18. Here comes Eric Garrison in the 15. He's going to try and go around as well. He takes it down to the inside. The 76 closes the door, and Tanner Marr right behind them. We haven't really mentioned his name since the drop of the green flag, but Tanner Marr, first time he's running with these guys here on a Sunday night, and yeah, he's doing okay. He's got himself a top 15 so far, keeping the nose out of trouble as the 15 gets around the 76. So Garrison up 1, and Tanner Marr looking to do the same thing.
Yeah, I said a couple weeks ago when Eric Garrison joined us, he right now showing why he should be here, man. He's out here running real good, starting 18th. He's up in 9th place right now.
Right now, Garrison, the biggest jump in spots from the race start at +9. For a long time, Marquise Smith was holding on to that, but Marquise has fallen back to 12th, and he's a +7 at this point. Ty Morosco, he's a +8. Ty is running his one car in the top 5. A great night for Ty Morosco.
I'm starting to feel a little sorry there for the 16 Ian Hayback. He's back there in 21st, guys, a lap down. And unfortunately, we know why he doesn't have his equipment, and it really shows, guys.
Well, I can certainly understand running on one monitor. I've had to do it for the last couple of weeks myself, and it's a miserable experience. And then to top it all off, you don't have the same wheel, you don't have the same pedals. Everything's different, and that is not a comfortable feeling here for the 16 of Ian Haybiak, I am sure. And guys, as we were talking, we have a new race leader. It's Dakota Todd.
And he's spreading that lead out on Taylor Butcher Benjamin, too, every lap.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go back and see the pass for the race lead. The 63 drops it down to the inside of the 10, and looks like the 10's tires maybe whooped just a little bit as he had to let him go. And that is how the 63 got around the Taylor the Butcher Benjamin for your race lead. So the pole sitter finally gets back to the pole as we continue working our way around this 3/4 of a mile track. Lap number 96, and it is going quick here tonight, guys.
You know, Dakota Todd up there in the lead. I've talked about redemption before in other races with these guys. we talked to Dakota at the beginning of the race where him and Jamie Walker had problems and had a pretty terrible ending to their race. Maybe he's come back and said, yeah, I can run this track. I'll show you.
Got one out in chat, Terry. Couldn't remember what time we started.
Well, really depends when Chris wants to throw it up.
No, I think he meant for the race. I think he wanted to be out there.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I was hoping you did, but since you don't.
I don't know. So whoever, does that say Beefy?
Yeah.
Beefy Motorsports? Beefy Motorsports, if you can tell me your name.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get you the right information for next week.
We'll get you the right info.
Well, I guess I can get him the right info right now. Server goes up at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Race starts at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Now everybody using all these weird names. Nobody knows how to use their name anymore. Which I'm just kidding. I don't care what they put.
Well, I'm going to call you, what am I going to call you? I'm going to call you...
Whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah, I got nothing. Too long a weekend. I got nothing.
Taylor Benjamin looking to put a lap down there on Speed Mafia's Brad Collins.
Well, Dakota Todd's already done it, but yeah, the Butcher looking to follow suit.
My bad. I'm even looking at his car. Who's Rick?
I don't know.
Huh.
He comes, he goes.
Whatever. No, we don't pay him very much.
Well, Dakota Todd's enjoying a 3-second lead over Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Blake Decker sits in third. How about Kilrow in fourth place? Derek Paulson rounds out the top 5.
I just watched 15. Eric Harrison, excuse me, just take the spot away from 17. Brian Dees from 9th to 8th.
Yeah, so Garrison finding some speed here late into this run. And, you know, Terry, if my math is right, these guys are going to have to stop for fuel in this stage.
Yes.
And Aaron Bockover is on pit road.
Take a watch Aaron, see what he does here.
But 18th on back, at least 1 lap down. Aaron Bockover is 2 laps down. Stopping on this track under green is a tough thing to do as the 44 rolls it out.
I do believe he took tires.
Now, looking at the time, I'm guessing that you are correct.
I was just watching his car go up on Jax.
Oh, Brendan Feeney. Radio.
Now we know where the beefy comes from, don't we?
Yeah, how come you couldn't figure that out? Come on, Terry.
Sorry, Brandon.
Here I am depending on you and everything, and you let me down, Terry. Blake Decker goes around the 10 car, takes over second spot, so Decker up 6 spots since the beginning of this race, but he's passed about, I don't know, most of the field because he did fall back early on here. Decker may have been just holding on to his equipment and decided that now is a good time to roll, and the 92 definitely is doing that, rolling very nicely through the center of the corner. And that's one thing, guys, that will get you a lot of speed here. Not trying to force it, but just letting it roll.
And about 10 laps, the end of stage number 2 is going to happen, guys. So Decker in a good position to pick up a couple points there. Not that it's going to matter too much for him, but having a good night here tonight.
Well, now it's about pride, right? It's all about pride. If you're not in the chase, then it's about pride. And you want to be able to come out here and say, you know what, guys, I could have won. I could have won all season, but I let you go. I let you have it. And now Blake Decker is back, as he has been for the last couple of weeks, and this is the best we've seen him since his return.
And unfortunately, Blake is not a contender for this season now. He's missed way too many races, but it's awesome watching him out here race and doing what he wants to do and pretty much anywhere on that track.
Yeah, right now he's got a race right next to him there with Paulson working the inside. Paulson taking over second position. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, Derek Paulson, the back end of that thing with a big wiggle. And Blake Decker I think he saw it out of the corner of his eyes, guys. Had to back it up a little bit. Now getting back on the throttle, but a little too late, as Paulson was able to complete that pass and scoot away just a little bit. So Decker into third, Dalton Kilroe fourth, and his number 41.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kilroe really liked that because he was excited to see those guys racing because he shot right to the back bumper of Decker.
But you know that 41 is Dalton Kilroe. When Decker got a little sideways, he's like, oh no, this is gonna hurt.
Well, it didn't end up hurting. We still are under green flag conditions. Eric Garrison, just checking in on him because he's one of the two drivers up 10 spots since the beginning of this race. Garrison running in 8th position. The other driver up 10 spots. How about this, man? It's David Bennett in the 13. So David Bennett having a fine night here tonight. He's just ahead of John Perkins, who's battling it out with Corey Sherman and Rick Thompson. And you got to understand that there's a big swing here in tires. Guys are on very different strategies. And heading into this final stage, it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Some of these guys are going to have all of their tires left. Some of them are going to have one set left. It's going to be really cool to watch how this one ends up.
Oh,
don't do that to me, Terry.
I was watching Dalton Kilroe in that 41. He come on that last turn sideways.
Well, if there's any man who can do it, it is the 41 of Kilroe. Right behind him, it's the 44. That's Aaron Bockover. Bockover down a couple of laps. Would like to get at least one back if he can before the end of this stage, but it's not going to happen because we've only got about one more lap to go as soon as Dakota Todd goes past the start-finish line. Todd going to try and make it 2 for 2 here tonight as a bunch of drivers getting out of the way, including the 64. Gets out of the way of your race leader, and that's something we love to see. Thank you very much to Joshua Rutherford for being a good driver. And here comes the 63, guys. He's going to make it lap 118, 3/4 of a mile to go now before we hit the end of stage number 2. Oh, I guess we're calling it right now. So stage 2 in the books. I was off by a lap.
Sure, that's okay. It happens.
Dakota Todd, your stage 2 winner. It was a good stage, guys. One caution.
Yeah, a very good stage. I'm sitting there looking at everybody that's lapped down or more. 1, 2, looks like 3 of these guys should be able to get a lap back to get back up on a lead lap. Excuse me. We got Josh Rutherford, he's 2, Aaron Bockover 2, Ian Habiak 2, and Fred Thompson 3. And Marquis Smith, Corey Rutherford, Brad Collins all 1 down. So I'm thinking those 3 might be able to get their laps back.
It's going to be a race to the finish here when we come back live here on YouTube and on the Pride Outdoor Network. We want to thank everybody once again for tuning in here live for the Blazing Pedals TRJKarting.com K&N series. We're going to step away for just one moment and we will be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Back live, still under the caution lights as we're getting ready to start the final stage here tonight, guys. And you guys made some interesting observations while we were away at commercial. Why don't you let everybody know what you were talking about?
I don't remember. Tires. A lot of guys came down and got their tires. We also got guys out there that come down early, got tires. We're going to see how all this plays out.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Terry. Tires are going to make a difference here tonight, as it looks like Dakota Todd still going to be your race leader after all is shooken out. But Ty Morosco, Eric Garrison, oh, it's all shifting around on me here. Ty Morosco is in second spot. It looks like the 18 of Jason Garrison, Powell, excuse me, and Eric Garrison to his outside. So your top four is shaken up quite a bit. In fifth is the 9 car of Nick Okie. Pace car drops off, and here we go, getting ready to go under the green flag. The 63 wasting no time back on the hammer as the 18 of Jason Powell looking to try and take away second from Ty Morosco.
It's good to see that number 1, Ty Morosco, up there in second place. He started in 13th, up 11 spots. He's doing a hell of a show tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but Powell's not giving it to him too easy, working the inside there of Morosco. Powell charged in the second position, trying to catch up to the back bumper right now. Dakota Todd, Ty Morosco still in third. Up 13 positions, though, guys. The guy in fifth place right there, Eric Garrison, trying to chase down Nick Okie, get into fourth position. Garrison working the outside with Thompson on his inside right now. Thompson definitely came here to race tonight.
Yeah, all these guys with these fresh tires, feeling like Superman out there. But we still have over 100 laps here live at Richmond Raceway. And we've already seen guys pitting while under green is, well, it can hurt you. So got to be careful about saving your equipment as long as you can. And Garrison now finally down to the inside, and he's able to get around the 1 car, as is the 13 of David Bennett. Bennett with a superb night here tonight, up 16 spots.
Chris, you mentioned, pitting under green there. It does hurt here at Richmond. I mean, these guys putting down fast lap times. So you got to be very careful. And, of course, one guy who didn't take the caution or go down into the pits during the green flag, that's the 22. Brad Collins actually ran out of fuel at the end of stage number 2. So Collins, he's at least a lap, if not 2 down there in the 17th position.
And he's 1 lap down, as is Aaron Bockover. Ryan D is being scored 1 lap down. Ian Habiuk scoring 2 laps down with Josh Rutherford and Corey Rutherford. And Fred Thompson 3 laps down. So, well, it's still early enough. You can definitely work your way up towards the front.
Speaking of working towards the front, look at the 9 car. Okie now the race leader. He just passed Dakota Todd, like Dakota Todd was sitting still.
And Nick Okie is fast right now.
And remember, guys, earlier, Nick got a EOL for that incident that he caused there. So he's doing a heck of a job getting back up to the front.
Now, Terry, you don't believe for a minute that he caused it. That's the thing. Oh, look at this. The 76 of Rick Thompson now goes right around Dakota Todd. Todd is kind of acting like the beginning of the race, guys. Remember, he fell back into the field just a little bit. It was like he wanted to save his equipment. Could he be doing the same strategy here in the last stage?
Oh, with 110 laps left to go, 109 left to go, maybe. I mean, it's still a long way to the checkered flag. So, I don't want to count out the 63 Dakota Todd. He's been fast here, guys, all night long. Right now, though, Rick Thompson just put down a really fast lap. His last time by 22.24. The last time for Okie, 22.41.
Yeah, so Thompson was faster.
Guys, Thompson does know his way around the speedway. He ran third, but finished third the last time we was here, and he actually qualified 8th.
Thompson taking it to the outside, challenging for the race lead. The outside lane, that's not supposed to work, and it is. Rick Thompson, your race leader.
Man, that 76 is on rails right now.
That, guys, is what we call a power move out of Rick Thompson. The preferred line here to the inside. He didn't care. He says, I'm going to the outside. You're not going to stop me. And Nick Okie had nothing for him.
I just watched Rick in that 76 come off of turn 4. He got the left drive below that yellow line. Got just a little squirrely there.
A little squirrely's okay, though. That Dodge RT Speed Mafia machine with Bacon Shake Baits as the sponsor, guys. Check them out if you like to fish. Some cool lures right now. Fishing for the win is what Rick Thompson is definitely trying to do here as he takes over the race lead from Okie, and he's actually pulling away from Okie. It's almost a second, guys.
Brian Dees trying to work his way back up towards the front. Down 1 lap right now.
And doing it the old-fashioned way right now, chasing down the 15 of Eric Garrison, the thin blue line. Chevy.
I'm sitting there watching him also, Rick. Running 4th place, started 18th. Man, what a run he's made tonight.
Yeah, for a while there, he was the biggest mover. Right now, that belongs to the guy who is sitting in the 6th position. That is the 13 of David Bennett, up 16 positions from the green flag.
Haven't called his name for a little while, but the 21 making his move back up towards the front as well. Marquis Smith having a fantastic night here in that 21. Hopefully everything continues to go on the right path for him. Definitely been an up and down season for Marquis Smith, who at one point in the season said, you know what, guys, I need to take a break. There's something going on. He went out. I believe he fixed it. He has had a couple of rough races since, but all in all, a much different driver than he was at the beginning of the season. And now the 21 of Marquis Smith looking to try and get around the 13. And almost was able to do it. The corner slowed him down just a little bit too much. Marquis is not going to get it done on the outside.
And TVB, he was up there earlier, just giving these guys a run for the money. Now all the way back in 11th place, guys.
Well, again, different tire strategies maybe at play here. So it's something to watch out for. It looks like last time on pit road, TBB was there in his pit stall for about 4.45 seconds, guys. And that's enough for fuel and fuel only.
You want to try to save a set of tires. I mean, these guys only have 3 sets here at any given race here at the Blazing Pedals CRJ Karting K&N Series. So, you know, it kind of makes, you know, at first when this started, I was like, okay, guys, you're going to take one first stage, second stage. And then, you know, you have your third stage to the final. But a lot of guys like to hang on to a set. And, you know, that's something that we've seen all season long. Guys like Dolan Kilroe right now, who just went around David Bennett to take over 7th position. But Kilroe is very good at saving those tires. Guy that we're missing tonight, Jamie Walker. Of course, our thoughts are with you, buddy, as you deal with life. And, you know, we miss you out here. But, you know, he's another one that likes to save them right towards the end. And that's what, you know, a lot of guys did. Here, we saw what happens. I mean, we watched, you know, guys get really slow because they're just burning up and using up all those tires. And it's tough, but we're on lap 143 at 240. Getting close to crunch time.
Hey, Rick Thompson.
I was about ready to go the same way there, Chris.
Yeah, he's opening it up just a little bit here. Oh, yellow flag out. And, oh, boy, looking at some of the names.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Pace car going to collect the field. We're going to go back and take a look, see what brought out the caution. David Bennett to the outside, the 22 on the inside. Oh, Bennett touches the wall, and oh, hard. Oh, and they try and check up, and the Butcher gets involved. Oh, boy. Bad night for the Butcher, one of those chase contenders by virtue of his win at Talladega. And the Butcher tore up.
Man, what a shame.
Let's watch it out of Taylor the Butcher's front windshield here. As it all happened in front of him. Oh, boy. Marr, the new kid on the field. Tanner Marr had no place to go. He tried turning. and well, made a little contact with the 10 car. He's there. He sees the 13 get wiggly, tries to move down to stay out of it, and the Butcher was there. So Tanner Marr, welcome to Blazing Pedals. Good try, good effort to try and stay out of it. Not going to work this time through, though, as we are under caution number 2 due to incident.
Yep, I ain't gonna say what I found. I'm not even gonna look at it. My glasses are fogged up anyway.
I was gonna say, were they on? Did you just put them on? I mean, Tanner Marr in that 19 machine, guys, he has been clean all night. I mean, not making us call out his name, but just trying to get used to. And that's something that, I love to see as these guys are new to a league. They come out here and, but just unfortunate there. He got caught up into something that he didn't have much control over. And his car on pit lane got it fixed up a little bit, but man, the rear end's jacked up on that thing. The Butcher Benjamin also finishing his service, going out with a little bit of rear end damage.
And Rick and Chris, Mark and Sam's got their work cut out for them. Right now they're looking at all that, see what's going on. I know in the past they've also went laps prior to see what lines guys was running. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this.
All right, well, here we are under caution. We're going to pay some more bills, guys. We'll be right back. Pace car lights are off, guys. Any word yet from our admins?
Nope, nothing yet. Still waiting.
Still waiting. Wouldn't be surprised if we pop another caution then, because this one has not been sorted out from race control. And the pace car is getting set to come in, so they don't have a lot of time. Pace car is coming down. No word from race control. And we go back under the green flag. Rick Thompson with a great restart here. Dakota Todd to the outside. Here comes Jason Powell. Powell holding on to the inside. Gonna fight with Dakota Todd. And Todd was able to sneak down and hold on to that second spot, but right behind them, a battle for fourth. Dalton Kilroe, Eric Garrison. Kilroe to the inside. Garrison stuck on the outside. May have been some contact. Woed up Garrison as the 21 scoots on by. That's Marquis Smith. Now your race's biggest mover of the night. Marquis Smith looking for another one as the 18 got loose. Here comes the 41 and the 21 right behind. Eric Garrison going to try and stay on that low lane, see if he can't sneak in there. If the 21 is able to get by. And Smith does make that pass happen. Here comes Eric Garrison now.
A big gaggle of cars that are all these guys racing for position. Of course, we're on lap 151 and 240, so lap's starting to wind down now, guys. Of course, I heard from race control a little too late, but the 13 David Bennett getting that EOL, so Bennett down there in 17th position. Got to race his way back up through. Of course, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin right in front of him, but those guys heavily damaged.
Rick, do you know Bennett was able to serve the penalty before they went back green?
I believe that they allowed him to go back. Yep.
Okay.
Eric Garrison still battling with the 18 of Jason Powell. And at the line, it looks like Garrison may have snuck it out at the line, but Powell on the outside powers through corners 1 and 2. On the back stretch now, the 15 looks like he's got a head of steam heading into turns 3 and 4. And as I say that, Powell stays in the throttle for just a little bit longer. holding on to that spot. That's going to tear that right front apart, Terry.
It sure will. And the right front, you need that in this race on this track. Last week you needed it. Next week you're going to need it. Another a real short track next week, guys.
Well, don't hold everybody in suspense, Terry.
Well, we go to Bristol next week.
Bristol, baby.
Bristol, baby.
Coliseum, baby. Yeah, heck yeah, man. And that's gonna be a hell of a race. I like Bristol.
So if it's anything like last night's race, we're in for a good one.
Eric Garrison was able to make that pass, and now here comes Derek Paulson working the inside. The 18 guys are stuck on the outside lane, and that is definitely not the preferred lane, and we're seeing it now. As the 6 was able to clear, here comes Blake Decker in the 92. The 92 looks to try and get around Jason Powell, and his woes continue as Ty Morosco fills the gap. And here comes the 9 of Nick Okie. So just like that, the 18 of Powell, well, he's actually able to get in right in front of Nick Okie. Whoa. Stops the bleeding for just a moment.
And what you do in that, Chris, Dakota Todd just got around the 76 of Rick Thompson.
Yeah.
Dakota Todd to the lead one more time here tonight.
We'll see how long he gets to stay there, though, because the 76 Rick Thompson very fast out here tonight, guys. And now he's got Donald Kilroy breathing on his back door, so Thompson doesn't want to let that 63 get too far, but they also don't want to race it out lap after lap. To give Dalton a chance to catch up here. So going to be interesting to see, but right now Dakota Todd, he is the man leading this field.
Rick Thompson second, Dalton Kilroy in third, and these guys happy right now to just kind of put some laps down in line. Don't have to kill each other right now, just get the laps done. A little further back, it's Marquis Smith, the race's biggest mover of the night. Guys, he's running in 4th spot, up 15 since the beginning of this race. Eric Garrison behind him in the 15. He's up 13. So those two drivers doing a heck of a job here tonight getting through the traffic. Oh, just as I was saying that, though, Ty Morosco, a great move down to the inside. The 15 had nothing for him. Ty Morosco goes up into 5th spot.
Derek Paulson in that 6th and sitting in 7th. He's looking at trying to get around Garrison now.
Well, with the weekend that I've had, guys, my voice is starting to go away just a little bit. I really do appreciate having you out here in the booth with me, because I think I may have to lean on you more than I thought I was going to have to. But here we are, Richmond. Oh, the 21 goes into the wall. Marquis Smith slow. He's picking it to the wall, trying to let everybody by. He does. Big time fall for Marquis Smith, who was just in the top 5 now, sitting in 14th spot, trying to get the 21 back under speed.
Very bad for Marquis Smith. I mean, getting into that wall, that hurt him bad. But he done exactly what we wanted to do. He held it up there, let everybody around him. Came out when it was safe. He's back in the wall again, guys.
Handling gone away on the 21 machine, who's back in 14th spot. The biggest mover of the race, no longer Marquis Smith. It's now Eric Garrison, up 13 spots since the beginning of this one. Behind him, it's Derek Paulson, but your race leader is the 63, and we have caution out on the field, guys.
This might be a break Marquis Smith that 21's looking for. He has, for last couple laps, he has not got a handle on that 21 car.
Caution.
It looks like it was the 55 of Corey Rutherford.
Yeah, caution on the field. Pace car hasn't even come out on track yet. Don't know what his problem is.
Rick, Chris, I don't know if you guys can see, but Rutherford's hood is in his face.
Yeah, we're going back to watch it right now. Oh, gets loose coming off the corner. Tries to save it. Oh, my goodness, does he try and save it? But not enough. He finds the inside line, or inside retaining wall. Big time damage, especially to the right front. The rear bumper cover is coming. Oh, man, it looks like the race car I was working on yesterday morning. Oh, my goodness. Rutherford brings out the caution. The only good thing we can say about that is nobody else involved. So the 55, all kinds of torn up.
And Corey Rutherford right now is sitting in 12th. He is right on that bubble. Let's see, 8. No, wait, how would he go? 8 and 12? 8, 16, 12. Yeah, somewhere in there. But he needs a good finish here to keep up there where he's at to maybe make it that next round.
A lot of guys taking advantage of this one coming down pit road. It's been a clean night. Only 3 cautions caused by accidents, and this last one was a solo car. So it has been a very clean night here. Richmond supplying all kinds of good racing. Dakota Todd, your race leader. He's being followed by Ty Morosco, Jason Powell, Nick Okie, Dalton Kilroe. To round out the top 5. Then it's Derek Paulson, Blake Decker, Rick Thompson, Eric Garrison, and Brian Dees.
I just got a call, guys, from David. I don't know who that is, but he says if Perkins doesn't get into at least the top 10, he's got to work next weekend.
Oh boy. Well, right now, where is Perkins? Perkins is scored in 11th position.
Yeah, David, I don't see a problem in that.
Some guys out there saving gas. Probably not the worst call out there, as we have a long way to go still. Nice, 73 laps here still.
Yeah. Pretty much another fuel run. Because I don't think these guys can be saving like he did last week.
No, I don't think so. I think we definitely have one more pit stop that we're going to see. Now, the trick will be, will it be under the green, or will we see another caution here tonight? Again, it's been very clean here tonight. Only 3 cautions that have been caused by incidents, 5 all around because of stage racing.
Well, Chris, you know they're doing the math in their head right now. Again, we've talked about it before, going backwards in their head. If I stop here, do I have enough to make it? I mean, and a lot of these guys use certain apps that helps them out with that, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, the answer right now is easy, right? It's no. I mean, nobody can make it. And some of these drivers didn't come down pit road this last time, so they really can't make it. It's all part of the game, the strategy.
Most definitely.
Top 4 drivers did not come down pit road wanting to keep their position. Pace car lights are off. It's heading down the backstretch into 3 and 4 right now. It's not going to be long before we're back under green flag, guys. Who has something here for Dakota Todd tonight?
Jason Powell, again, he was last time winner here, so it may be him.
Well, Jason Powell takes over 2nd spot from Ty Morosco. Morosco a little bit slow on that start. The 18 holding it down to the yellow line and takes over 2nd. And now Morosco is going to have to either battle back on the outside, risking his tires, or fall in line. He's got enough room right up until about now, guys, because the 41 is coming.
Yeah, it's one of those tough things because you want to try to save the tires. Now, everybody out there that may have the tires, you know, feel like Superman, but like you said, not very many people came down for tires this time by. And but you're going to burn them up. I mean, they might feel good now that under pace speed, you know, they cool off a little bit. They get some traction there to begin. And now Morosco says, okay, I'm not going to battle it out. I'm going to get right behind Jason Powell and ride him out a little bit. And I think that was smart because right behind him is Dalton Kilroe. And we know if those guys start racing, Kilroe's going to use that to get up to the back bumper and possibly make a pass. Ooh, Rick Thompson.
Oh,
So it was all on Rick Thompson all by himself. Luckily, not too much damage that I don't think. Guys, what did you see out of that one?
I seen Rick spin a little. I think he got into the gas too soon. Got the back end turning on him. D's may have helped him out a little bit in that 17 car, but we'll see what Sam and Mark have to say about it.
You think you're right. I mean, D's got into him, but only because he really had no place to go.
Right, he was already starting to turn, so. See, now you're making me do that again.
What?
Give him my opinion on it.
That's what we're up here for, bud.
Well, Mark always tells me I need glasses. I'm taking my glasses off, Mark. How you like that?
It was Sam last time he told you to put your glasses on, but you know, it's okay.
Well, I'm sure it was relayed.
Well, in that case, he also needs hearing aids too. I mean, let's face it, Terry's not getting any younger. He's got the COVID foot, the bad eyes, the bad ears.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody once again for coming on out to the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching live here on YouTube and simulcasted over on the Pride Outdoor Network. Make sure to check out Pride Outdoor Network for all of your outdoors enthusiast TV shows that you may miss. Some hunting, some fishing, some cooking, and of course some racing, live every Sunday night. Again, courtesy of the Blazing Pedals, TRJKarting.com K&N series. Guys, we couldn't do it without you, so we really do appreciate all of the support that you have shown throughout these many, many weeks this season.
Yeah, I know I'm part of Blazing Pedals. We appreciate everybody coming out, supporting everything we do here. I mean, mid-season we lost one of our biggest fans, and I think most of us guys here in Blazing Pedals were still kind of shook up about that. But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming out here giving us our thumbs up and talking about us. We appreciate it.
Well, guys, no surprise, but the 76 of Rick Thompson getting the EOL for bringing out that caution got just a little bit loose there. So unfortunately, the 76 down 11 spots from the beginning of this race in 17th position right now, but plenty of laps left to go before the checkered flags come out. So plenty of time to work his way back up, but that's the news from Race Control.
Well, that's the big thing right now, Rick, is, you know, what you just said. There's plenty of time to make your way back up, especially if you happen to be one of the faster cars on track, which Rick Thompson has proven once again to be here tonight. He has just got to keep on moving. Pace car lights are off. We're getting set to go back under the green flag one more time. Richmond Raceway is the site of excitement here on a Sunday night. 3/4 of a mile track, and we've got less than 70 laps to go, almost 60, as the pace car rounds through turns 3 and 4 and getting ready to go back green. Dakota Todd once again the hot man on that restart, and he really does launch it. Jason Powell trying to hold on to second spot. He's got Ty Morosco working the inside though. Ty Morosco brings it side by side, trying to get there. Ty Morosco side by side, door to door as the 18 gets into the wall. Everybody's gonna have to check up. The 92 does a great job, gets down underneath. Blake Decker looking now for third.
Let me tell you, Morosco, guys, he actually learned something from that last restart there when he was stuck on the outside, so he kept Powell there. And definitely worked out for Ty, and of course worked out for Blake Decker as Blake Decker moves into the third position with Powell in the fourth. But he's got Brian Dees working on the inside of him right now. The 17 getting around the 18 to take over that position. Jason Powell falling back now inside the top 5 still, but for how long?
Guys,
Yeah,
Brian
Yeah.
Dees was at one point 1 lap down. Now he sits in 4th position. If Rick Thompson needed to look to anybody to understand that he can get back up towards the front, look no further than the 17, who dives down below the 92 of Blake Decker. Brian Dees going for 3rd spot. He likes the podium. He wants to finish there again.
Guy sitting in a 6th spot. Somebody we have not talked about a whole lot tonight. Derek Falsman in that 6th. About a lap ago, he got around Dalton Kilrow underneath him, and now he's starting to work on Jason Powell a little bit.
It looks like Paulson might have just tapped the wall a little bit there, but was able to keep it off there. But yeah, his teammate right behind him, Dalton Kilrow, has got to get up to that back bumper to try to help him out a little bit to get around Powell. But right now, everything's good there until you get into the 8th position with the 33. 33, of course, he must have heard me. John Perkins got himself inside the top 10. He's got the Shermanator on his outside. And here comes Marquis Smith, guys. And once again, Marquis Smith rounding out that top 10, working the inside of the 3 Savage Edge graphics machine, guys. If you need t-shirts or any kind of graphic stuff, make sure you head on over to Savage Edge Graphics on Facebook and .com also. And get some cool TNA gear also. I mean, you can't get one that I got. You know, I still got Foster's signature on my shirt, but
That's one of a kind, brother.
it's one of a kind.
Terry, I don't know if you caught chat, but Mark added one more thing.
His face.
As we were talking, though, Brian Dees able to get around Blake Decker. Now Dees sitting in 2nd spot, and he is charging. Brian Dees has found something in the last couple of weeks, and he is looking to take advantage. Brian Dees in the 17, your 2nd place runner, back just 0.7 of a second from Dakota Todd.
Andrew Beach, I don't know if you just joined us here, but Marquise is doing pretty good out here tonight. I'm trying to find Marquise.
Ninth
He's in
spot.
8th place right now. Okay. He's 8th or 9th. I'm looking at 8th, but
Yes.
started where? 19th?
Yeah.
Again. I must be running slow.
It's okay. I mean,
That's old age.
You know, they say your mind's the first thing to go. I can't remember what the second one was.
hey, look, just in front of Marquis Smith, it's John Perkins in the 33 car. Has he been saving it up? Because he's looking really racy all of a sudden. He's right on the back bumper of the 41 car. And he kind of has to be because the 21 of Marquis is all over him too. So a lot of racing going on here. Lap 188 of 240. And unfortunately, I'm looking up just ahead of them. Ty Morosco stuck on the outside. Oh, the 6 car coming down, and Ty Morosco blocks him. Morosco saw it happen in the rearview mirror, and he turned hard left.
Look who capitalized on that, guys. It's John Perkins in the 33, racing hard with Dalton Kilrow. Perkins on the inside has that preferred line. He's got Marquis Smith closing the door right behind him. So Dalton now kind of stuck on that outside lane.
I think Dalton just touched the wall right there at the start-finish line, guys.
Oh, Marquis was almost looking at making it 3 wide. Thought better of it. Falls back in line behind the 33. A little wiggle out of the 21. But John Perkins is marching his way up towards the front here. Man, how cool would that be to see John Perkins with a really great finish. Up in front of him, it's Derek Paulson in the 6 car. Ty Morosco in the 1 car. And then we've got a battle going on for 3rd spot. Blake Decker takes, I don't know what happened there. Blake Decker, I don't know if there was a wiggle or what, but all of a sudden the 18 just launched in front of him. And so did a couple other drivers. The 92 in trouble, guys.
And 92 definitely in trouble there. Blake Decker fell down to 6th position right now. John Perkins working on the inside of the 92. As of right now, Marquis Smith trying to make up his mind where he wants to go.
Just wondered if he may have wore them tires out on that 92 car.
Very well could have.
Oh, Derek Paulson just done the same thing. He might have been stretching his out too far too.
My friend Ray out there in chat, he's got the number 21 locked in to win this thing tonight. He picks by color, and that's a good looking car, Ray. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Of course, with all our fans here watching here or on the Pride Outdoor Network, we appreciate each and every one of you. If you're here on YouTube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give these guys a thumbs up. Right now, Perkins working that outside. Look at him go. He is putting some massive pressure on the 92. Right now, Blake Decker on his inside, but 33, John Perkins, he doesn't want to work next weekend.
Rick, we just watched him, a couple laps ago. He's working the bottom, getting around guys. Now he's wanting to do it on the top side.
Let's talk about Terry's teammate for just a second, guys. That 3 car kind of coming out of nowhere, now riding inside of the top 10. He does have the 15 right behind him of Eric Garrison, but Corey Sherman right now running in the 9th position as the battle is about mid-pack here. This is a lot of fun here tonight.
Yeah, Corey Sherman sitting 8th in our points lead right now, and is in the points lead. He's been awesome all week, or all year, excuse me. We've talked about it before. He shows up every week. He gets a good finish, consistency, man, and he's just doing a hell of a job this season.
Stop talking about him before you make him crash. I mean, you talked about Aaron Bacco. He's sitting there in 17th position. So, let the Shermanator do his thing, guys. He's got Eric Garrison looking on the inside there. And that's kind of a cool little picture there, guys. I mean, I know the 15 is kind of the wrong number to be on that red thin blue line machine, but I just think it's kind of cool because obviously that is a throwback to Dale Jr. there on that 15 machine. And of course, you got the 15. That was Michael Waltrip's thing, racing with the 3 once again.
You remember Garrison was up there in top 3 or 4 earlier in the race, so wouldn't count him out anyways anytime soon. Corey Sherman got real loose off that turn.
Well, he's loose, but he has the advantage on the inside, and he's got Rick Thompson behind him. So Thompson really is making his way back up through the field, currently being scored in 11th spot. Guys, I was watching the race leaders here. Dakota Todd out front, but Brian Dees is trying to reel him in. Just 0.4 of a second, the differential between your race leader and second place, Brian Dees. Then you have to go back quite a ways to 3rd spot, Jason Powell. Powell had a good run here in the spring.
Yeah, Powell had a good run, and it's showing again here as he's sitting in the 3rd position with that number 18. But man, Brian Dees came here to race tonight. I mean, got a podium finish last week. He wants to make it one better this week, but he's got to get by Dakota Todd right now. But I'm sure Brian Dees smiling right now. I mean, to give me a do machine is really working out for him. Hi, Morosco sitting in that 4th position, getting some pressure by the 21 of Marquise Smith. Marquise, gets a good run. Marquise takes that nice and cleanly. Morosco in trouble now as Paulson's working his way through the inside.
It looks like Blake Decker in that 92 in 7th place, about ready to just follow this. Shut the door on him.
Wow.
Took the nose off.
Great job by Decker to not get into Ty Morosco. The brakes started to glow there for just a moment. The 92 with a whoa moment there.
Oh, man. Okay, Blake, they got new pants for you back in the hauler, buddy.
Well, guys, we have less than 40 laps left to go, and I just want to let you know Nick Okie brought the 9 machine down into pit road. His service complete back out there on the racing surface, so green flag pit stop starting to happen.
Yeah, let's not forget, this race is far from done here. We've got green flag stops that need to happen for, everybody. Everybody needs to come down.
Everybody but Okie. He came down on lap 200.
Oh, the 92 picks it into the wall. The 92 holds it there. We stay under green. Just as the 33 went underneath, Blake Decker finds the wall, falls back to 11th spot.
Great job by Blake right there again, as always.
Derek Paulson fighting with the 21 of Marquis Smith. Here comes the 1 of Ty Morosco. Almost trying to make it 3 wide. Doesn't happen. He falls back in line. The 21 under attack once again from Derek Paulson in the 6 car. Marquis Smith trying to hold position. Can he do it? They go side by side into the corner once again. These guys so close they could reach out and undo some wheel lug nuts there. Paulson looks like he may have taken advantage, and the 21 gonna fall in line right in front of 6th place runner. How about this? Rick Thompson in the 76.
Yeah, getting that UL didn't really hurt Thompson at all, guys, as he's been running. Of course, now Marquise finally got down into the preferred lane. If he didn't do that, though, I think Thompson would have had him.
Guys, just a little bit ago, Dakota Todd was being chased down pretty good by Brian Dees. Dees may be starting to have those tires go away as he has fallen back just a little bit now. It's back up to 0.6 of a second. The differential between first and second is lap cars coming around. Oh, Dakota Todd takes it down pit road. Oh, man, does he get on the binders. And Brian D is going to take over the race lead. Dakota Todd, your race leader, coming down pit road, gives it up, along with the 18 of Jason Powell.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching Todd come down the pit lane there, trying to get in there, and D's about got into the back of him. We ask these guys to let them know when you're pitting, but we don't enforce it. So it was a good job by both drivers not getting into an incident right there.
And it's almost like D's trying to make up his mind there at the split second, because it looks like he wanted to follow in Todd. Now that could have been just follow the leader syndrome, is like what I'd like to call it. But right now D's just hanging on to it.
Guys, Todd just took tires. 18 Jason Powell took his tires. This is gonna be an awesome race at the end, boys.
It's about a 1 second fall off, guys, from fresh tires to old tires. So you don't want to be out there for very long, because those new tires are going to eat you up.
May see if anybody has any left in the bank. They may cash it in right now.
That's the thing. I mean, the guys that have hung on to them, they're using them now.
Ian Habiuk about to go another lap down here to Brian Dees. Habiuk with some unfortunate equipment issues, not running in his normal simulator tonight, using his friend's simulator, and man, is it showing. Dad needs to get on top of this, and in a hurry, as Ian Habiuk is one of those drivers that's in the chase.
And big news about Ian. I think you guys saw it too with what he was doing.
Caution on the field. Sorry to cut you off, Terry.
Nope,
but
good.
This is a big one, because it looks like it is Jason Powell bringing out the caution. Let's go back and take a peek. The 18 coming back out on track. He's going underneath the 41 and just a little too aggressive as he spins it around. No contact, well, slight contact with the inside wall, but no other drivers. And man, you want something that's going to change a race late into it? How about a caution midway through a run that's breaking up pit stops? That's going to do it.
Well, you'll know definitely everybody be coming down now for that fuel, and if you got tires, they're going to take it. So we got a new race coming here, guys.
11th on back, at least one lap down. 10th forward, gonna get the chance to come down pit road under the caution, and this is big news.
Powell did a fabulous job, though, guys. He kept the car pretty much off the wall and out of everybody's way. He did tap it there a little bit at the end, but man.
Oh, one good thing about this track, Rick, you can get it loose. You're on them binders. Once you hit them brakes, it slows down pretty good, because you're not really like we're doing 200 mile an hour around this track, so it does slow down pretty good. So it helps you keep it off the wall.
And he did it just perfect, because there was a lot of cars around him.
Talk about this for just a minute here, guys, as there's only 26 laps to go. That means you don't need a full fuel tank in order to make it. Some of these guys may choose, if they like a looser car, to not fill it up all the way, and they'll still be fine. And it'll be handling the way they want it to.
Absolutely right. Now look at the guy who's leading this thing right now. Harry, you want to talk about that?
Who, Brian Dees?
Leading him?
Nope.
I see Aaron up there, but no, it ain't either. I'm still showing Brian Dees. Oh, there he is. Aaron Bach over. No, I'm not going to talk about him.
Oh, you just did. Congratulations.
So, Aaron, if anything bad happens for the rest of the night, you can call Terry Foster first thing in the morning or directly after the race. But right now, the 44 machine is your race leader, and he's had a tough night, a very tough night. So the fact that he's even able to lead a lap here is pretty darn impressive, actually.
Yeah, one time Aaron was down, I believe, 2 laps, and he's fought his way back up, and now he's leading this doggone thing.
Short track racing, anything can happen, and it's sure to happen here at Richmond Raceway. The Double R, the site of excitement here tonight. We're going to step away for just one moment, guys. We're going to be right back. Back alive at Richmond Raceway, trying to figure out where everybody's going to land. Some of these drivers have already come down pit road, and they're going to wave around the pace car. They're going to try and get their spots back. We're going to have a lineup here in just a moment, but it looks like the 44 of Aaron Bockover, who's been ultra patient here tonight, had gone down 2 laps, as Terry said, before the break. Now, your race leader, but he's got Brian Dees. That's going to start on his outside, and Brian Dees, guys, has been a man on a mission all night long here.
Yeah, and right on the back of Aaron, starting in third, the 76, Rick Thompson. I mean, he ain't no slouch tonight here either.
A lot of new tires out there, and, well, Bockover is your race leader, and he gets a really nice restart. Those old tires not failing the 44 at this point. And here comes Rick Thompson. Thompson trying to take over second spot. Dees fighting back on the outside. These two drivers have been really fast all night. It's going to be Rick Thompson heading into the corner. Rick Thompson is on fire, Terry, as he goes down below the 44. Those fresh tires going to be munching on the 44, who didn't have a set to go. And the top, out of the top 3 drivers, he's the only one, but we're back under caution, and it might be a big one.
What you're looking at, Chris, one thing with Bockover, he led that lap. He led a couple laps there, so he gets points for that. That's going to help him at the end here.
Not sure exactly where it starts. Oh.
Go with the 19 of Tanner Mark. Rode Fred Thompson first, got a little loose, but able to hang on to it, but Tanner Marr got wicked loose.
Oh, Marr. Oh, he comes in front of the 6. Oh, and the Fred Thompson gets into him. Oh, boy. So Derek Paulson, Taylor Marr, and Fred Thompson all involved.
I was looking at Tanner Marr's car earlier, and his back end was messed up a little bit. And he's still got a little bit of damage back here.
Guys, it's still happening. Oh, okay, that was not a caution, or not an accident. Just some blinking happening from Corey Rutherford. Back alive here with 19 laps to go. The 76, Rick Thompson, your race leader. Aaron Bockover in second spot. Brian Dees going to restart in third. John Perkins, how about that? We didn't even get a chance to talk to him before that last green flag restart. Perkins running in fourth position. Corey Sherman running in fifth. And it's Blake Deckard, David Bennett, Brad Collins, Dakota Todd, and Ty Morosco to round out the top 10.
You got Marquis Smith in 11th, Eric Garrison in 12th, Nick Okie after some crazy issues and going down and getting a green flag pit stop there, worked his way back up to 13th position so far. Joshua Rutherford, Jason Powell fell back to the 15th position. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Derek Paulson, Tanner Marr, Dalton Kilbrough, Ian Habiuk, Fred Thompson, and Corey Rutherford rounding out the field. Now, guys, I just heard from Race Control. That one was a little crazy there, but the 19 brought out the caution, but he was kind of a victim of what was going on with Fred Thompson and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Rode it a little hard there in the front stretch, and that's what brought it around. And unfortunately lost control and brought out that yellow. So Marr in the 18th, well, he's already in the pretty much the back of the line, but got hit with that penalty.
Yeah, he's stuck on pit road, Rick. So easy penalty to take if you're already on pit road.
Watch the stick, Derek Paulson. He's coming back down pit lane, guys. I think he's going to get some more work done on that number 6. He's sitting in 17th at the moment.
A hard night for Paulson and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, but man, got some good front runners up, some new guys, newer names up running up front right now. Rick Thompson leading this thing, Aaron Bach over John Perkins, Brian Dees right there, and of course, Corey the Shermanator Sherman rounding out that top 5.
Would you like to say anything about the 5th place runner at all, Terry?
Oh, no, but I do have some news about somebody out here, guys.
Okay.
41, Dalton Kilrow. You see he's 3 laps down in 20th. I just happened to see he lost power.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That is going to hurt his chances at the championship.
The Dalton Kilrow right now sitting 2nd in our points battle. Man, that's a hard break for him tonight, boys.
Well, you just never know. That's why we run the races.
Oh, there's some crazy weather down in Florida right now, too, also. I believe, what is it, Hurricane Sally?
I believe she's still hanging out, yeah.
Well, the pace car lights are off. The 1,200 horsepower Ford Mustang getting ready to come down pit road. And Rick Thompson is going to be the race leader as we go back green. Rick Thompson looking to try and capitalize on that. And he does. He is gone. Like a cannonball out of a cannon, guys. He is rocket shipping away.
I noticed that he held it there a little long just to kind of fake out Bach over, and it worked a little bit, too.
I was pretty much going to say the same thing, Rick.
Some games being played on the restart.
Here's
And
something that I wanted to mention too, guys. So pretty much everybody in the top 5, top 6 came down on lap 214. Aaron Backover, the last time he was out on pit road, lap 177. So those tires are getting a little workout here tonight.
And you see he's sitting right behind him in a 3-car, Corey Sherman.
so third and
Sherman.
fourth. Oh, Sherman gets loose. Corey
job,
Sherman holds on to it. Here comes Dakota Todd. Can't take advantage. Marquis Smith there in 7th spot. Now Todd down to the inside of the 3 as the 3 still trying to come up to speed. Dakota Todd to the inside. Marquis Smith puts a bumper in. Oh, Lordy. 12 laps to go, and this one's not decided yet. Backover gets passed by Blake Decker. He moves it down to the bottom side of the track to defend. Dakota Todd there. Meanwhile, up front, it is all Rick Thompson and Brian Dees. Brian Dees just ran the quickest lap of the night, a 21.99.
Wow.
The 17 looking for the top of the podium.
Caution out, guys.
Caution on the field. And it looks like it may be the 22 of Brad Collins. Let's go back and take a peek. Brad Collins. Oh, Corey Sherman gets loose. The 9 can't. Whoa, up the 18. Oh, the 13. Oh, big time wrecking. Big time wrecking. Oh, Lordy. Let's go back and watch Nick Okie get through this one, as it happened in front of him.
I don't think Nick got through it, Chris. Actually,
Yeah, he didn't get through it. Yeah. You know who did, though? He was involved in the last one, but he made it through this one. It's the 6 of Derek Paulson. Let's go back and watch it from him. A lot of smoke. Yeah, just nice turn to the left. Keeps it off the wall. Keeps it going. Guys, this one, it was a good race, a very good race, but late into this one, It's like, you know, everybody knows it's getting crunch time, and more ways than one in some cars.
Most definitely. I'm trying to watch these guys coming out pit lane, if anybody had tires left or not.
Rick Thompson, Brian Dees, Blake Decker, your top three, then Dakota Todd, Aaron Backover rounding out the top five. Marquis Smith, the big mover of the night here tonight. I think he's passed every car on the track about 18 times, but sitting in the sixth position is Marquis Smith. He'll restart sixth position. Ty Morosco with a great night tonight, running in seventh position. John Perkins inside of that top 10. Corey Sherman and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin going to round out the top 10. Benjamin having a little bit of a blinking concern. Oh, this race brought to you by TRJKarting.com. Let's get a word in from our race sponsor.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
TRJKarting.com. Tell Tim that Chris, Rick, and Terry sent you. You got to buy a lot from them so that poor Ian can get him back into his rig. You know,
I tell you what, Tim takes care of his customers too.
Yeah, we got you, bud. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that you lost power. We'll call that a blown motor in real life for the 41 team.
Wow, so some big news out of race control, guys. Nick Okie getting a black flag there. There was a little bit of netcode issue, but unfortunately when the caution came out, it was when Nick Okie got into... That is so tough for Okie. He's been doing fairly decent here. But man.
So this is Nick's second strike, correct?
Yes, sir.
So Nick has to come down pit lane. As soon as he hits pit lane, Sam or Mark will clear that black flag. He does not have to stop. He just has to go down pit lane.
Tough with 6 laps to go, but we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Rick Thompson wasting no time at all. Now the battle for second spot. Blake Decker taking advantage of the great restart that Thompson had. Brian Dees has got to figure out what he wants to do. My bet, he drops down.
They kind of got to, and he's going to try to catch up to the 92 of Blake Decker and try to figure out a way around him. Try to take that inside lane out, but right now Rick Thompson doing everything that he possibly can to hang on to this lead, looking to win here tonight.
What a shot in the arm for Rick Thompson tonight could be. Oh, Dakota Smith, Todd way up on track, losing a bunch of positions. This one's getting rough. Perkins involved in one. John Perkins has the 18 behind, the 3 wide in front of him. The 44, the 3, and the 1 of Ty Morosco, making it 3 wide. Morosco takes advantage. Here comes Backover on the inside of his teammate, Corey Sherman. And meanwhile, up front, it's all Rick Thompson. Blake Decker, Brian Dees. Popsicle sticks in the air, 1.5 miles to go. White flag is clinched and in the air, getting ready for Rick Thompson to come out of turn 4 to take the 1 lap to go. And this one may be done. Rick Thompson takes the white flag. Blake Decker, second spot. Brian Dees, second week in a row for a podium finish as Rick Thompson takes it to the backstretch. Top 3 drivers, nobody around. Marquis Smith gets a little squirrely coming off the corner. Ty Morosco takes over that 4th spot, but your race winner tonight, Rick Thompson in the 76. Ooh, Blake Decker, Brian Dees, your top 3 here tonight, guys. But what a pull out here for the 76. I believe This is his first victory here from the TRJKarting.com Blazing Pedals series, live every week on the Turn 3 Racing Network on YouTube and over on the Pride Outdoor Network, prideoutdoornetwork.com.
Chris, you are right. That is Rick Thompson's first win.
He's been on the podium so many times here, guys, but hasn't been able to seal the deal, but he did it tonight. Marquis Smith, the biggest mover, finished above Ty Morosco, so Marquis Smith up 15 positions, takes over fourth, so I want to congratulate him. I got a chance to talk to him, guys, while we're waiting for these guys to restart again, and Marquis felt pretty good, and it worked out for him.
The 76 burning it down for the first time ever here at Blazing Pedals. The Dodge out of Speed Mafia's camp with a fantastic run here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away for just a moment. We're going to set up these post-race interviews. We will be right back. We're back live here from Richmond Raceway, and we just watched a barn burner. And guys, I don't know what to say about it. It was 240 laps of nonstop action here tonight, and towards the end, the caution flag got a workout. But we have our top three finishers on the board, ready to talk. And Terry, I believe you caught up with the third place finisher tonight out of the Dew team. It is Brian Dees.
I sure did. Brian Dees, driver of the 17 Mountain Dew. You got me, buddy?
I got you. How's it going, Terry?
Oh, hey, how you doing out there tonight, bud? That was a hell of a race.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Felt really fast, to be honest. It can't be too disappointed with a top three finish in third place, but I really thought this one was going to be mine.
But you had every opportunity to. I mean, a lot of fast drivers out there tonight, though, too. So you're sitting fourth place in points. That should help you out a little bit, hitting that third. I can't remember if you ran. I don't think you ran the last time we was here. But, man, I wish you would have, because I think you'd have been a hell of a job this last time. So what got you up to third place tonight?
Like I said, I really enjoy this track. I early in the year I actually did miss it, so I was out of town. But like I said, this is one of my favorite tracks. So did a lot of practice today. I felt really fast all night. Like I said, I thought it was my night, but I give credit to Rick and Blake there. They were fast when it mattered.
Well, last week you ran the throwback 17 on that Mountain Dew on that 17 car. You got a second, I believe, and you told Rick that you're going to keep up with this scheme. Are we going to see that next week at Bristol?
We might. I actually meant to change my scheme up a little bit, but I didn't get it into Sam in time for Friday.
Oh, okay.
I got a little bit more updated one on it now, so probably update it. It's still a Mountain Dew, so we'll see how far the Dew crew can take us here.
All right, bud. Well, anybody on that car you want to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, since I finished second last week, and I forgot to mention them, Tim, I really hope you forgive me. I forgot. Big thank you to Tim and trjkarting.com. Never forgotten, but did slip my mind last week. Also gotta thank the admins, Mark and Sam up in the booth. For everything they do. Great setup by Mark tonight. I thought the setup was perfect. Shout out to S&M, my teammate Ty. I think he had a pretty good finish tonight too. Thank the Pride Outdoor Network, and thanks to T3RN up in the booth.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, and we will see you next Sunday at Bristol, bud.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
And hopefully, before you go, buddy, I mean, congratulations on taking third and getting another podium, second race here in the round of 16. But the Mountain Dew crew, they've been looking for work since Jamie Walker put him out there. Now, remember the success that he had last season. So I definitely hope to see the Mountain Dew crew, continue on with the 17 a little bit.
I was thinking about that all this week, and yeah, and going into Darlington, I saw the Mountain Dew crew out there. They were kind of sitting on the couch. I said, hey, jump on over. Let's see what we can do. And they've been working so far, so I think we might stick with it.
All right, buddy. Hey, listen, congratulations once again.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And that was our third place finisher, Brian Dees, in the Mountain Dew number 17. Let's kick it on over to second place. I believe Rick caught up with Blake Decker.
I did. Driver the number 92, Blake Decker. You got Rick and Chris and Terry up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear, buddy. And so can everybody out here tonight at Richmond, man. Congratulations coming in second. Give us a little rundown of the race there.
Thank you. For the most of my race, I was chilling in the back. I didn't want to get in anybody's way who's running for points. I just don't want to ruin anyone's night. So I stayed back until that last stage. And I took it easy for the most part up until those last few laps trying to save tires till the end. And God, it was just a really hectic last few laps. I saw Dakota in my mirror, and I was really nervous about that because he's been fast all night, and it's one of those guys makes you really nervous when he's behind you. But I knew he was starting outside. If I got a good jump and cleared D's in 2, I would have been good. So I mean, that's a plus there. Honestly, I forgot about this race up until like 10 minutes after practice started, so I had no practice. So I jumped in, and it sucked because this is one of my favorite tracks. I'm like, I'm going to jump in here, and I'm not going to have any practice, and I'm going to do bad at one of my favorite tracks, but it clicked after a while, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we missed you a little bit here this season. I'm glad you came back, and you came back to last week and then this week, the old Woodside. I miss that pain, but that's still your nickname, buddy, and it's good to see you back out there. So congratulations on coming in second here at Richmond tonight. Anybody on that 92 you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dalton and all the top flight guys again for letting me in their channel. They don't have to, but they're a bunch of nice guys. Dalton helps out a lot with pitch strategy, and yeah, I'd like to thank my grandfather. He helps me out a lot when it comes to racing, and my girlfriend I know is watching, so shout out to you. A year and a half with her soon, and just shout out to Rick for winning. He had a hell of a run there at the end. I thought I could catch him, but I mean, all around it was a crazy race, and very thankful to be a part of it.
Hi, buddy. Hey, we're thankful that you were out there on track. Hopefully we see you next week at Bristol, because it's one of my favorite tracks.
I can't forget. I gotta thank Tim and TRJ for sponsoring the league. I always forget to mention them when I get interviewed. So
yeah, he does pay the bills.
Yeah, he does. So I definitely got to thank him.
All right, buddy. Hey, listen, congratulations. Like I said, hopefully we see you next week at Bristol, because it's Bristol, baby. I mean, it's one of my favorite tracks, and I think you guys are going to put on a good race, but glad to be back. Glad that you are back, and congrats again on second place, bud.
Thank you.
Finishing second place tonight, it's the 92 of Blake Decker, and that leaves us with just one more driver to talk to you guys. It is the race winner tonight. He's a driver of a Dodge, go figure. It's the 76 of Rick Thompson. Rick and Terry up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. How you guys doing?
Bud,
Yeah,
I love hearing your voice right now. You can tell you're excited. Your first win here with Blazing Pedals. Why don't you take me through the entire race? Because, buddy, that bacon shake car definitely led the way.
Well, before I start, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what,
Well
guys.
deserved.
I have been freaking waiting all year to get in victory lane, and what a hell of a time to do it is in the playoffs.
You got that right, bud. And it's exactly what you did. Up 5 spots from the start of this race. You started in 6th spot tonight. You knew you had a rig with you here tonight. The Dodge was looking good, and you moved that thing up towards the front all night long. Take me through some of the more exciting moments for the 76 machine to you tonight.
Well, when I started out, I knew we had the first stage was a little short, so I figured I was going to save a set of tires because I remembered from the last race when we were here that we had a late race caution, and tires played into it real big, so I wanted to make sure I saved my set. And so I didn't take a set of tires for that entire second stage. I was on the same set of tires from the start to the end of the second stage, basically, and had a set just sitting there waiting. And when that yellow came out with, I think it was about 24 to go, I knew that was my spot to take it because all the guys that were in front of me had to pit. They were laps down, so they were going to have to get the wave around, and they were going to start behind me. So I was like, here's my chance right here. Let me get a set of tires and see what I can do to hold them off from here.
Oh, man, and you did everything you needed to do. It was the perfect night for your Dodge. Who do you have on that thing that you need to thank?
Well, I definitely got to thank my sponsor, Bacon Shake Baits. If you go to baconshakebaits.com and you spend $20, you get free shipping. They do a lot of your fishing bait needs out there. They're a great sponsor, and they put out the money for us to run them on the car this year. So I definitely got to give a shout out to him. And I also want to give a shout out to my team, obviously, who helped me out tonight, Speed Mafia, and then to my dad, who he got in a wreck earlier, and then after getting his wreck, he jumped in the spotter stand and started spotting for me at the end there. So it was really cool having a spot for me towards the end.
Oh, man, that is awesome to hear, and I love the fact that you're out there racing with your dad week in and week out. It's something I wish I could do. Man, Rick, what else you got, bud? Because this is it. This is your first win. I want you to have all of the experience of it.
Dude, I am so freaking stoked. I screamed the top of my lungs when I got this win. I was so freaking happy. It's so hard to win in this league. I love BP. I love racing here. These guys are super competitive, really clean. Mark does a great job. Terry, Mark, all these guys that run this league. I love it. It means so much to me to be able to get a win here on Sunday night. It's the tops for me. Trust me. And I also want to thank my wife for letting me race tonight. I need to make sure I do that. And she just recently tested positive for COVID-19. So we're all stuck in here in the house, and I'm hoping that she pulls through with that and nothing serious happens with that. But, man, I'm so freaking stoked right now to be up here.
Well, definitely prayers going out to your wife, hoping for a quick recovery. And Rick, congratulations once again, bud. We're going to put you down with your team so that, oh, yes, Terry.
I got a question for Rick.
Go ahead,
quick.
buddy.
Next week, buddy, we head to Bristol. You've got this tied up. You're heading to the next round no matter what happens next week. Are we going to see Rick Thompson go for the win next week also? Or, have you thought that far ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I think now that I know I'm going into next week, I could definitely be a little bit more aggressive out there. Obviously, I don't want to, wreck myself in the process or do anything like that, but I could be a little bit more aggressive, take some more shots at it. And, I know Jamie wasn't here tonight, so I'm definitely going to have my hands full with him next week. And I'm hoping if he is out there that I got to switch up the strategy and be aggressive.
I think you just blew up your car, bud. Well, congratulations, buddy. See you next week.
And quickly, I just got a couple of things to say. Obviously, number one, our thoughts and prayers are with your wife and the family. Hopefully, everything works out fine there. Number two, I want to thank you for your service. Of course, I know that, U.S. Air Force out there. We appreciate that, buddy. And I just want to let you know, you're no longer a bridesmaid. You finally got to the bride's position, man. So congratulations.
Yeah, so dude, like I said, I am beyond ecstatic. I am so freaking happy. I screamed so loud, my wife came in from the other room and was like, "Did you win?"
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
That's great. Great to hear, bud, and congratulations to you one more time. Go down with your teammates and celebrate. You definitely deserve it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
And make sure you let Perkins know that I talked to his boss. He's got to work next Saturday since he didn't get in the top 10.
I'll make sure to let him know. Appreciate
All right,
you guys.
buddy.
Thank you so much.
Rick Thompson, the driver of the number 76, bringing it home tonight, gets to smoke the tires up. And man, what a ride. You could hear the excitement in his voice, guys, as this is victory number 1. Look for more out of the 76 team. The Speed Mafia team is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with as we continue on here with Blazing Pedals. And coming up next week, well, it's Bristol, baby.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time.
All right, guys. Well, that was it from us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, live also over on the Pride Outdoor Network. We can't thank you enough for joining in with us, and congratulations once again to our top 3 finishers. Brian D is bringing it home in 3rd spot. Blake Decker, welcome home to Blazing Pedals with a 2nd place finish. And Rick Thompson, no longer the bridesmaid, and now just the bride. That is going to do it. Until next week at Bristol, baby. We will see you next time.